That was always my downfall. Even just like dating, I remember people were like, "Oh, I'd like to hang out with you, but I feel like you're gonna talk about it." And I'm like, honestly, probably. She's a queen. I wonder if she ever did Ozempic. I feel like that's like the number one comment I get is like, why doesn't she do Ozempic? She's rich.
Because you can't brag about being a millionaire and then be cheap to your Postmates, you freak. It's so cursed. Like, no one, who would want to be a part of it?
Me. I'll play Blake Lively's character.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Hello and welcome to Just Trish and Oscar and Moses. It's not just Trish anymore. It was just Trish all weekend. And now it's the podcast. And we're here. And we're so excited to be here. We're fresh off the plane, really. I was in Toronto this morning and here I am. I got an hour to glam. I saw Moses for a second. Saw Oscar for 2 seconds. And now we're here filming, and I'm so excited. We really did plan the tour. By the way, Eras of Trish tour is happening now. First weekend done. We're going, I think it's a sold-out weekend, but there might be a few tickets left. I'm not sure. We're going to Denver, Salt Lake City, and Seattle. I'm super excited. I can't wait to go get swig and whatever else is in those other cities. What's Denver known for? Pot?
Weed, yeah.
I guess we have that here, too, but... Anyways, can't wait. Oh, Voodoo Donuts, I think, is bringing donuts to our show in Denver. They reached out, and I was like, yep, we'll take those donuts.
You have your licenses this time? Like, we don't need another Bang & Buns.
Wait, what do you mean?
The Bang & Buns controversy?
Oh, well, I don't know if they're selling them at the show. I think they were just going to bring them to the show, which I was excited about. Right. It's definitely not advertising any food anymore, but come see us on tour. It's really fun. We were there all weekend, and it's honestly, the reviews are in, and it's a hot show. It's the hot ticket. People came back the second night in Toronto. They were there the night before, and like we had to come back again. And I was like, that's wild. But the show is different every time. I'll tell you that because nothing is scripted. I just kind of like a comedian out there. I just kind of go off the cuff. It turns a little motivational speaker in there. Like I don't know. I just kind of you never know what you're getting. It's a good time. But I missed everyone. God, I feel like I've been away for months. I feel like this is so foreign.
Well, you've been to how many different states and countries, and now it's an international tour.
Yeah, we did go international. That's right. We've been to 3 states, 3 cities. I don't know. Been a lot of places. I know that, and it's been fun. What can I tell you? It's been great. So, how are you, Oscar? You were missed. You know what? You guys aren't missed because everyone asks me about both of you guys all the time. They're just like, Oscar, Moses, and I'm just like, they're here, so you can answer for yourself. How are you?
Good.
Are you tired? You said you were tired too. What have you been doing?
You know, this is the realness. We gotta have the realness today. Listen, I am downtrodden. I am beguiled. I am fighting for my life. It is towards the tail end of award season. I have not had a day off in 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks. Like not a single day. And it's obviously. This is a safe space to complain. I'm going to complain today. I usually don't complain. I'm usually glass half full. The glass is empty right now, but I feel like that's fun. Like,
you're running on empty, yeah.
Anything can happen today because I am kind of just like, who gives a F about anything? I'm tired.
That's true.
So.
It does feel like a little bit of an afterthought. It's like, okay, this is my 6th day in a row I've been glammed, and I'm like, oh my God, like what? Yeah. The wigs are squeezing my head tighter and tighter every day. And it's just such a blur. I know how you feel for the first time. I always felt for you. Because you do run yourself thin. You're very much like doing so many things. And I think more than ever I feel for you because I'm just like, I had so much fun, but it's almost like, I haven't had like a minute to like sleep. Yeah. You do take those like little moments of like just rotting. Like you take those for granted a little bit. Oh, I did have a rotting day yesterday morning and I did appreciate it very much because we had until 2:30 yesterday. Usually it's like, another plane, bus. But it really is. Like, it was like Indiana show, and then you wake up, go on a plane to Detroit, then you have the Detroit show, then the next day you wake up Toronto, and the same day you do the same show. So it is very, I understand Lady Gaga's pain in that TikTok. Because that's how I felt. I was like, because you have to take a van to the airport, and then you take a plane, and then you go to the club, and then you go to another van. It's very busy. It's very chaotic. But can I tell you, I never really have taken the bed rotting days or just rotting. I I love it. When I left on Wednesday for Indianapolis, I was like bawling my eyes out. I was like, oh my God, I have like a really cushy life here. And here I am just like traveling so far. Just to get to the airport from here takes 2 hours. I was like, oh my God, I'm traveling so far. I'm going so far away. It was worth it. But I definitely am like, I do love my little cushy life. I'm not going to lie. But it was fun. I got to feel like a rock star. It truly is. It is a little self-serving when people go on tours. Like even like rock stars, they probably do it because of the rush that everyone just like loves you so much. I mean, it does feel a little narcissistic because they're just like people come up to the stage and you're like serenading them. They all want to hold your hand. They're crying. It's so cool. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Well, rock stars, I mean, that's why it's like it's a circus, right? They live on the road because as long as they're on tour, you're a king. You're at the top of the pyramid, and it's the most escape from real life that there is.
It is that.
Like there's no real life. Nothing exists outside of the tour, and you perform, and it's
yeah. I
the
could
best in that
imagine
way.
people like on like arena or stadium tours because like we're doing obviously theaters, but I mean I feel like that. I was like, damn, I feel it's so weird. It's such a weird thing. You're like on such a high, and then I love my life here, but it is just kind of funny. It's like wow, no one's screaming my name. They don't want me to all touch their hand. And I'm not a rock star, which is so funny. Like I'm not. I really do feel like Justin Bieber or something. Like it's crazy. Like. Just girls screaming, and I'm just like holding their hands while I'm singing "Bet on It," and it's just like it's so cool. I like it. Just recently, I started like serenading people. They come up and I like hold their hands, and then I always look for one person singing the sad boy song. There's one person that knows all the words in every show, and only one, and then I find them and I sing to them, and it's cool. I don't know. It is a little bit of a rush. That's what I'm saying. I feel a little selfish almost to be like, can't wait to go back on tour and be adored again this weekend. It's just so fun. People really hype it up. I do love my shows. If you're on TikTok and you don't know who I am, they're always just like, what is happening? What is this show? It's a good time though, but it was fun. And yeah, people always ask about you. You guys are in the intro, the Just Trish. I didn't get to see the intro until the show, but they show all the eras, of Trish, and then the final one is the Just Trish, and that gets the most applause. People love it. They're
That's
like,
sweet.
woo! They love the podcast, and yeah, it's always fun, and it's so sad, and it's that like, yeah, Moses couldn't come, and it's like sad no one's there to see it, but I'm seeing it, and I love it. And TikTok.
Oh, there's 4,000 people seeing it.
4,000 people in Detroit in one night. That was crazy. We ended up selling out. We like only had like 80% sold, and then we ended up selling out. I think Toronto we sold out second night too. It was very crazy. So thank you guys for coming. It's a crazy experience.
What was your favorite food that you had while on the road?
Oh, Tim Hortons.
Really?
Have you eaten there?
No.
They actually
What
have
is
really
it?
good wraps. Tim Hortons. It's like the coffee shop up in Canada. It's only in Canada. And I always thought they were known for like their donuts and coffee, which is good. They have like these ice caps. By the way, y'all really played me. They're like, you have to get the ice cap with the breakfast sandwich farmer's wrap. And I was like, great. So I got it. And then I read all the comments after I got it. And like, this is, I hate talking about this stuff, but they're like, this is the Shart recipe or whatever. Do you know what a Shart is?
Yeah, I am familiar.
I was like, ugh. I didn't know what it was. And I tell you what, that last night in Toronto, I was just like, we're going to have to take an intermission.
That's what it means. Oh my God.
What did you think?
I thought it meant like derogatory, like this, like this sucks. Like this is sharp. Mama, that's sharp.
Is that a
I don't know. I thought that's what you were
think
saying.
it's-
Yes.
It's going to get you moving.
Tummy troubles.
Oh my God. And then everyone told me that. And then I was too late. And I was like, well, why the hell did someone recommend this to me? It was the top comment. That wasn't the part I loved. I loved they had a buffalo chicken wrap. I'm very like, my tastes are very plain though. So I was very excited with that. I got it 3 times while I was there. So that was my favorite. I did try the M&M spaghetti. It wasn't, or Mom's Spaghetti, which is Marshall Mathers' spaghetti place. It was good. People brought me food.
It's actually Eminem's spaghetti place?
It's like his place, and I don't know if it's like what he has to do with it, but they sell a lot of merch. The person who went to go pick up the food was like, it's basically like a merch shop, and then they have like 2 spaghetti options.
It's like the D&D
Yeah.
pizza. It's the M&M.
It's what?
D&D pizza.
What's D&D?
David Dobrik. Oh, you don't call it that?
I don't know.
Oh, is that what it's
I don't
called?
know. I never heard that
Wait,
term.
you knowing the slang?
The Dobrik's Pizza.
I
I
don't
love
know.
it.
I just heard M&M.
D&D.
Oh.
I thought you were like Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Oh, I get it. D&D. Yes.
I feel like I don't even know you, Moses. Oh my God. It's like a stranger over
different
there.
man, yeah.
Seriously, when you walked in, I was like, even when I walked in, I was like, hi. And then I was like, gotta go take a shower. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so sad. We FaceTime every night, but I feel so distant. How do people do it? I feel so distant. Oh my
It
God.
is. It is. It's a lot of distance.
Oh, it was so sad. I was like, damn.
You'll get used to life on the road, being an international pop
International.
sensation. Yeah.
Well, that was our longest time we were away. Our other shows are only 3 weekends, and we did leave on like a Wednesday, come back on a Monday, so it was a little crazy. I love it. And then we also do have a break after this weekend. It's like 2 weeks in between each show, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it. I honestly could do it every day. If you guys were like on a bus with me, I would do it. And the podcast too, because when we talked about a bus, I was like, how are we going to get the It was not even like about you, because I could always like fly you in. It was like, how do we get the footage to Jimmy?
Oh, yeah.
Upload it out of the cafe, but what if it's slow?
We'd have to get like a wired connection somewhere. Like a...
Where would you
We'd have to
find that?
hardwire like an Ethernet
I mean,
cable,
they
mama.
have. There's
That's
like
Ethernet.
Starlink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's-
What's that?
I don't know about Starlink.
What's
Is Starlink?
Starlink?
You can from the bus get Wi-Fi.
I don't think you can put for all these files on
Like
the
100
Starlink.
gigabytes.
I mean, I don't know what any of that means. It just sounds like not
do
a thing.
it, so we'll be able to do it too.
Because that was a thing. Obviously, the kids' schedule was a thing, and then the poop on the bus was a thing.
That's a lot of things.
You just have to like stop in the middle of the night if someone has to go to the bathroom. That's crazy to me, but
Well, the kids are easy because they go in the
porta potty. We all go in their little potties and just dump it out, I guess.
But
Yeah. So it would be easy. I would love it. I would go every night if I could.
Ooh.
What? Hot topic.
I got inspired by like we could troll and have our own like George-skate drama, like the Cancel Girls, because that happened when they were on the road, right?
yeah, I guess we would probably have a falling out at some point.
Yeah, but that'd be good. It'd be like good
Drama.
Yeah, because it's been like pretty chill lately. I feel like there hasn't been
Everybody.
many like there hasn't been much tea going on. So I feel like
I
soon we gotta start our
know.
own tea. Like, why don't we shake
Let's
the tea?
not. Let's not. I love this. I just told Mosey, I'm like, I love this trajectory we're on. We're like, no drama. I love it. Honestly, I could just tour forever. I just don't know if that would be plausible without this. Like, I always wondered that. I was like, oh, like people like the podcast. Would the tour be successful if I didn't have the podcast? Because honestly, I could sing karaoke every single night for everybody. It's so. It literally feels like
everyone that talks about going to the tour, and like nobody says, "Oh, I just found out about you recently." It's the opposite. Everyone is like, "I've been following you for 10 years, 14
Yeah,
years."
people really say
Everyone
that.
has like a specific time. You know, if it's in the Venice when you leave on the beach, or it's the specific the kitchen floor.
Yeah, people will be like, I watch you 12 years. I'm like, how old are you? They're like 20. I was like, you watched me since you were 8? They're like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Love.
And then they all try to say like the sad boy. They like love that era. I was like, nobody was
Where were
around.
you?
Where
Yeah.
were you? Nobody
do
was.
you mean?
That was
Like-
70,000 people watching those videos. I guess they're all there at the show. All 7,000
No,
of
but
them.
the music itself, like the songs are good and people like the songs.
I love when
And
someone's
the music
singing to it.
videos. I mean, the music videos.
Music videos top tier.
Yeah, the music videos are finally getting the recognition they deserve.
Yeah, I had my own Eras of Trish tour at home. Actually, I went
You
through and
did?
reacted to your routines throughout the years.
did
I
see
think
the
I started in
slide.
2014. I went to 2014 to
Wow.
2018.
The eras of routine.
Yeah.
Trish.
Yeah, it
How
was
was
quite
it?
honestly time of my life. I had so much fun
I'm
going back
dead.
and watching all of that, and I love you because I love to like really look at the details. So like you went to the movies in like 2015, and you were checking the movie times. I paused to see what movies were playing.
Oh, what did I see?
You saw Annie with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I love that one. And Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, and I paused. I got all the details. I would see what's in your background. I loved it all.
I love when you do that. And then you like zoom in.
Yeah.
And because of you, I double check my phone when I screenshot anything because I'm like, there's going to be someone like Oscar out there zooming in.
That
on,
was
like,
very me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I had the time of my life, and then I really had to go.
That's so funny.
I went through specifically, and I was like, I want to watch the video where you didn't turn this. Oh, you were cooking the eggs, but the gas was on, but the flame wasn't on.
The gas was on? How was
Yes.
the gas on and not the flame? How do I
We
do
have to
that?
spark it.
What do you mean spark it?
I did have like a lot of questions about it. I almost need to like sit through
Oh my
and go through
God.
frame by frame. I watched it twice because I watched it once
Wow.
on stream to react to it, and then it was just on my mind. So before I went to bed last night, it was 11:30, and I was with Darian. I was like, Darian, you need to watch this video. And it's like cooking eggs with no milk by Trisha Paytas,
Oh,
the
I
keto.
remember.
And he's like, why is it taking her 24 minutes to cook eggs? And I was like, just buckle up and see this.
Did you watch it?
We watched the whole thing.
Wow.
Again, I watched
How
it
long was it off for?
You filmed for, I think it was around 26 minutes.
That probably
the
included
show-
eating.
Yes, the cooking of the eggs itself was 12 minutes.
That's not too bad considering it was off for some of it. I must have figured it out
No,
quickly.
it was 12 minutes. Like, I timed it from when you turned the stove on to when you realized that there was no fire.
So 12 minutes it took
12
to
minutes
realize.
of gas. Yeah.
Of gas?
Yes.
I'm surprised I lived.
That's what all the comments were saying. They were like,
Are you sure there was gas? How was the gas
You
on?
said it smells gassy in here. And then that's when...
I mean, that's crazy. That's wild that I could survive.
It is.
My lights must have been off or something. It's kind of... Isn't it if you turn the light on or something, it's like something crazy can happen? I don't know. I've seen it in a movie.
It's like an old-fashioned bulb. Maybe. Like, not... Usually not.
Oh, okay. Because I remember seeing it in a movie one time it happened, and I was like, oh my... I was so scared of it ever since.
It was just quite a video. I mean, obviously something, something wasn't clicking. There was a lot going on in your brain. I could tell. It was...
What year? 2015?
No, this was 2019.
Wow.
Yes.
2019,
but early. It was
hello.
It was early, on the earlier side of 2019. So
Like
not
January or February? Because February went downhill after February 5th.
I think it was January because things were okay. You were still kind of happy, but you were off.
That place, it was called the Palazzo. That place had weird energy. That always was like, yeah, something was off. As soon as I moved out of the house, like literally, as soon as I moved out, it was at an apartment. As soon as I moved out of there, I swear, like everything just felt lighter. I'm like, there was like weird. That was the demon house, the vampire house. Like that was like a crazy house. That was like. That was terrifying. So yeah,
it was funny. Like seeing someone cook for the first time. And
which is crazy.
I had just seen like 10 of your routine videos where you cooked eggs and bacon a few times because you always made your little but this was like you never made it before or eaten
No, I
it
can
before.
tell you that every time we cook, it's like the first time.
No, what? I don't even cook anymore.
That's right. It's like,
I do. That is true. Sometimes I don't know how to turn. Well, you've definitely. I guess spoiled would be the word, but also like. Have made me incapable of anything. Like on the road, I'm just like, God, I don't know what to do with like Moses and I. We have a really good tour manager who's just like Moses, who's like super organized and like takes care of everything for me. But if I didn't have him, today on the plane, I was sleeping. It's like a 5.5 hour flight. I was sleeping like 4 hours in. I'm getting like shoved to like wake up, and I'm just like, the flight attendants wake me up, and they're like, oh, a girl you're traveling with is really sick. She needs you back there. And I was like, I travel with 3 females, my makeup artist and 2 dancers, and they're all like young. And they're also like, they're not like needy, but they're really sick. They need the medication you have. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. They're like, no, they need you. You need to go back there. And I was like, okay. So I like got up and I started to go back. And then the other flight attendant comes to me and like, oh, it's okay actually. She said that you had a long weekend and she doesn't want to bother you. And I was like, who's getting sick? And I was like, does she have pink hair? Like I'm thinking it's my makeup artist and whatever. They're like, no, she has short hair, but she says it's fine. We just gave her some candy and she's feeling like better. So then Ward is like right next to me, who's my tour manager, and he was like sleeping, but he hears me. He like wakes up and then he's like, I'm on it, and he like gets up and goes back to like see who it was. He's like, you just go to the front. You go to the front. Like I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna go whatever. He's so good. And then so then he comes to the front and he's like, oh, like it was just like a lady we're not even with. It was just like an older lady that was. And then the flight attendant's like, well, should we reset the girl in 2F? And I was like. And was like, not with us. Like, it was so bizarre. It was so weird. And the moral of that story is he was in mid-sleep, and he was just like, I got it. I'm like, dude, he just, like, takes care of everything. Because I was like, and my dancers know, like, I'm not someone who can help a situation. Like, I'm the last person you ask for help. Like, if someone's sick, like, literally anybody on that tour besides me, because I have no idea what I'm even doing with myself, much less someone else. So it was just so bizarre, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. But he does take care of everything, and I love it, because without him, I'd be lost. I'm really lost with everything. Like, I don't know how to do anything for myself anymore, because Moses just does everything. And I just am, even to go get the Postmates, well, they had DoorDash, to go get the DoorDash in Canada, like, they wanted me to go down, and I was just like, I'm not gonna be able to find my way back up. Like, no, and they didn't want to bring the food up, and I'm just like, well, I guess that food's just gonna sit there, cause. And then after a while, here's a little hack. After a while, if you don't get the food, they bring it up in like 30 minutes. So it's like a cold cheese
stick. I don't know
stick.
if that's a hack, but
they brought it up. Like,
you
can you bring it up?
Sushi, it's fine.
I guess. I was like, can you bring it up? They're like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I can't come down right now, so. But it got brought up, so. Outside my door. They left outside the door. They didn't even knock. I went to go like leave, and I saw the food, and I was like, oh, it's there. Thank you so much to the sponsor of today's episode, Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan has just filed a first-of-its-kind lawsuit against food industry brands like Kraft Heinz Company, General Mills, Coca-Cola, and others. The lawsuit alleges that these companies engineer their ultra-processed food products to be addictive and market those products towards children, allegedly causing chronic disease in children. Diseases such as type 2 diabetes and fatty liver disease, both of which were nearly unheard of in children 40 years ago, now affect the lives of thousands of American children. The complaint details the strategic and calculated actions actions that these companies allegedly took to target children with addictive, ultra-processed foods, including internal memos, strategic meetings, and the extensive research they allegedly conducted to leverage our biology and neurology to create addictive substances. This is so interesting. It is kind of sneaky if this stuff is happening. I think this is the first time like I'm hearing something like this, and it feels like it could very well be true. So Morgan & Morgan taking a stance feels step in the right direction. Morgan & Morgan is committed to fighting for the people and for the families. If your child has been diagnosed with one of these diseases, you may have legal options. They've helped thousands of families seek justice against big corporations, and they're ready to fight for you too. Learn more at forthepeople.com/Trish. That's FORthepeople.com/Trish. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring today's podcast. It's a great time. So point of all that is, yes, I need you to help me cook my eggs too, because I couldn't even find I found a grapefruit, but I didn't know how to open it. There was no knife. And I was like, well, how the hell am I supposed to open this grapefruit? It was so
like
confusing.
an orange. You can peel it and eat it.
Really? Yeah. I feel like I tried that. I feel like it wasn't working. It was rough without you, that's for sure. But yeah, I saw your was it a stream that you did?
Yeah, I did a stream
That's
reacting.
so funny.
It was supposed to be a shorter one because I had to go to work. I was like streaming in the morning. I'm like, let me just do a short one reacting to some videos because I have to go to work at 3 p.m. And then I couldn't stop myself. There was one compilation of like your drive-through/cooking moments. Like the early, again, when you were trying new things in YouTube, like you were cooking for Moses.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like
recent.
I think 2021. So there was a mix of the drive-through and that. And it was like a 3-minute edit. I think it's Laugh Cable was the channel that did it.
Channels.
And I watched it like 3 times because I was literally like crying, laughing. And it brought back the memories. Like I remember when that guy at Burger King was like trolling you, be like the 246.
Was he trolling me?
I remember watching you and like it was someone else was answering at the drive-through, but then he like when he heard it was you, then he like came and took over for the guy. Do you remember that?
No. Well, I remember because it was at the beginning of our show. But I thought he was like serious, but you think he was trolling me?
I think he was messing with you a little bit because I remember watching it at the time and like there was I think you might have said it back then. I don't remember, but like someone else was like ready to take your order at the drive-thru and then he came back. Up. Yes, and he took over the call.
I do remember that guy. And then every time I go, I don't know if he watched all the way through, but every time I get to the window, he was always so sweet. He's like, I love you. Like he was so nice. And I was like, well, what the hell is happening? Because they put that clip, and again, I had my editor, Taylor, just be like, can you just find clips, like iconic moments to put at the beginning or whatever? So I didn't see any of these clips. So I'm like watching it backstage. And that was one of them. And it was so funny because I just don't remember it happening like that. But I'm glad that everyone could understand where my confusion came from because I really felt so stupid at the time. I was like, God, did I just not hear something right? But do you know what he was saying, the 246?
Yeah, like 2 chicken sandwiches for $6.
I thought he's like, the 246, like the number. And I was like, what's the 246? And he's like, 246.
The special for that one. I got the 246.
Oh, what's the 246?
246.
Because usually they ask you, do you want 2 sticks or 4 sticks or 6 sticks or something
but also,
like that.
why would you say 2 sandwiches for $6? Because that was, it has to be like, yeah, 246. Like I thought it was the number, the 246. And he said 246.
And you're like, hello? He had a little riz to him for sure.
I hope he's still there. That was the Burger King in La Brea, and he was so iconic. I loved
we
going
went
there.
there once, and I remember.
Was he there when we went?
Mm-hmm.
We should go back. He was a king. That guy was always there, but I was always there too. I was there like 3 times a week.
And he worked there. He had a reason to be there.
That's true. That's like when there's Crispy chicken sandwiches were like thin and crispy. They were so good back then.
Oh my God. I was literally in tears.
So
and then your Margot Robbie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood cosplay, and then you had the folding table in your car, and it took you like 5 minutes to fold it back up. And I literally just had to keep scrolling back to rewatch it because it was like one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I love that you had a Trish weekend even when I was gone.
Yes, I had to still, get my fix somehow.
Well, that one, I think I told a story before. That one was in front of the Starbucks before I saw Jeff Wittick that day. That was the wig I wore. That's what I went in as because it was the Burger King is there, and then the Starbucks is right there in the same parking lot. So I would pull to the Burger King to eat my food, and I was like in the front of the Starbucks, and then I just like went inside, and that's where I saw Jeff Wittick. Jeff Wittick's starting his tour. Everyone's on tour.
Everyone is on tour.
Like, I'm kind of gagged. I kind of want to like. I think you said too. I think you were like, oh, I wanted to see Adam McIntyre's tour. Like because he was like in New York or something, and I'm like, I kind of want to see what everyone does.
I wanted to see him so bad, but I had to work it was last night in
LA.
Yeah, in LA.
Where was it?
I forget where it was. I forget. It was a theater in like mid-city, I want to say. I forget which one.
What is he doing? I'm so curious.
I've seen photos. I haven't seen like clips or anything, but I've seen the photos. He has like a PowerPoint presentation kind of vibes. And then he like lip syncs to Tati Westbrook, Time and Place.
He's performing too.
Every clip I've seen, he's like fully giving. Like I'm like, damn, he's a performer. It was kind of fierce. I really wish I could have seen it.
But you got to work for the award show.
Yeah, it was Critics' Choice Awards last night, so I was contractually obligated to...
or SAG Awards.
Oh my God, my brain... Yes, it was SAG Awards.
I just know because that's my favorite award show.
What?
I love that award show.
What?
Because I love when they do the like...
Oh, I'm an actor?
I'm an actor. I want to do that so bad.
I'm Bowen Yang, and I'm an actor.
Oh yeah, when did you get... You can do it now.
I haven't been on anything.
But you have your SAG card, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to probably be in a show. I do have a SAG card. Moses renews it for me. I haven't used it in 10 years.
But all you do is just say, like, your first gig, like, when you got your SAG card.
Yeah, but they always have a funny one. Like, Mikey Madison had the Quentin Tarantino. Like, you know, she was a Manson follower and all that.
Yes.
She has, like, a funny story.
Different projects that
Yang.
you've been on, they've asked for it. So, like, I don't know if it's music videos or, like...
I think stuff I haven't booked, they asked me if I had it, but I haven't used it in a long time.
What'd you get it for? Like, what was your first one?
The Greg Barron show. I was 18, and it was cool because I was only in AFTRA. It was used to be separate, and then SAG and AFTRA like joined at some point, so I got like automatically shoot into SAG. So I kind of never really. I don't think I ever worked on a SAG project, but like AFTRA was the TV one. So Greg Barron show. I was 18. They got me in. I did like 3 episodes with there, and then like Modern Family, even America's Got Talent, Tyra, I got paid all union rates. I remember getting like $1,000 for the show. Because Tyra's show was pissed when they found out I was union. They were like, because they only paid like $100 per diem. And then when they kind of screwed me over a little bit and didn't get my like flight back, I was like, well, actually I'm union, so I need an AFTRA card. And they're like, oh, damn it. So they had to pay me, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think I ever did a SAG project, but I still get paid.
Well, you did that, what's it called? That Jennifer Aniston movie that you got edited out of?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
that what must have
Wanderlust.
been? Yes.
That was SAG, yeah. I got paid for it, too. I get paid for those things. That's true. Yeah, I probably did. Sometimes I get residuals. Nathan, for you, I still get residuals.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you deposit those checks?
No.
I find them in the
Yeah.
mail, and I usually bundle them all together. I'm like, okay, there you go.
I mean, it's literally like,
And usually she doesn't, but sometimes.
who's going to deposit a check for 10 cents? Like, that's crazy. Like, when they give you like 40 cents, I'm like, why? What? Just keep it at that point.
I've never heard anyone say that the SAG Awards are their favorite
I love
award
it.
show.
You don't love the I'm an actor part? I love it.
I do. I liked a little bit in the beginning. It was cute. I like Mikey Madison.
Bowen Yang did his.
Oh yeah, Bowen Yang did his. It was
I'm so
cute. It was
excited.
cute. But then I don't know. I think at this point it's just like the same people are kind of winning, right? Like Demi Moore again. Timothy Chalamet, I guess he was kind of a surprise win.
Right.
But everyone else was kind of like predicted. So
Did Bridgerton win anything?
I don't think so.
They were all there, I saw.
Yeah.
Not Jonathan Bailey, but everyone else.
No, he's doing his West End.
Oh, that's
thing.
right.
Yeah, because he's nominated also, I think, for Wicked, separate, and that's his first nomination for Fiyero. So everyone expected him to be there.
At the SAG Awards?
Yeah, and he's doing his West End show, so he couldn't come, which was sad. I'm missing Jonathan Bailey. I feel like I haven't seen him in a minute.
I am too. Oh man, we're both just too busy performing to be anywhere.
Yeah, you're missing the Oscars this next weekend. There was I think people wanted to start a petition for you to reschedule your show. People and there was people who are gonna be. Is the Salt Lake City one, right?
Is it Salt Lake City?
I think so.
Yeah, they were like, we're fine if you push this show, so you can go.
So you can go to the Oscars.
Well, I think the opportunity has passed, but thank you for that. Honestly, truly, I say this so truly, I'd rather be at the show than the Oscars because like I'm like the star there. At the Oscars, I'm just a little.
Yeah.
I'm another influencer that's annoying, trying to find the GLAMBOT. You know what I mean? Like,
I would love your glam bot. What would you do for your glam bot?
I would want to purposely make it ugly. You know what I mean? Just so you have the bad one. I would do something like, where's my camera? Is it gonna be slow motion? I don't know. If it will.
Yeah, Jimmy will do it.
Can you do it? Okay. Something like. Something like that, I think. Granted, I already have double chins without trying, but I love it to just be a little more accentuated. You know what I mean? Something crazy, or even like cross-eyed, like, you know? Because I think that's, I swear, I don't mean this in a mean way, but I think he knows. I think Chris Olsen does it on purpose, kind of bad.
I can see that.
You know, because
yeah.
that's his thing. Like, he was with Haley Bailey. He's like two different types of GLAMBOTs looking for the GLAMBOT on the carpet. So I think he knows. So I think he purposely, like Joey King's, where she's like that one probably was purposely bad. You don't think?
I don't think she meant to like look like she had no teeth. I think
is
she
that
probably
the-
meant to look a little like, you know, like what, like
Cutesy,
but then she ended up looking,
But
the way
she's-
she was smiling made it look like she had no teeth.
Oh, I see. Because I always think the comedians try to make it funny. Like the SNL people, they try to make theirs kind of funny.
Yeah. Even
But-
Taylor Swift, hers became a meme because she like just did a big laugh.
Yeah,
And that was at the Grammys.
yeah. She looked good.
And even like Taylor Swift can, you know, flop a GLAMBOT. GLAMBOTs are harder than they look, I think.
They're so hard. We never got to see Jonathan Bailey's. We saw him do the GLAMBOT, but they've never showed his like final GLAMBOT.
Yes.
And GLAMBOT drama. Did you see this?
No.
The Pedro Pascal and Mikey Day behind the scenes.
Oh, I kind of did, but I didn't see that. I just saw a tweet about it, but I didn't click play. What was it?
So awkward. So I'm a GLAMBOT expert. Like I love, like I follow Cole, who's the guy who like, I don't know if it's like his GLAMBOT or he just like has the people, you know, he has like long hair. You seen him? It was so like, I guess it was the SNL 50 and Pedro Pascal and Mikey Day walk hand in hand to do the GLAMBOT. And you could tell Mikey Day was a little insecure. He's like, they just want you. They don't want me. And then Pedro was like insistent. He's like, no, both of us are going to do it. So they both do it. It's really cute. And then Cole basically was like, okay, now just Pedro only. And then Mikey's like, yeah, of course, you just like want him or something like that. And Pedro's whole like energy, his whole vibe just got like shut off. Like he just didn't want to do it. And he was just like, so it was like, you have to watch it. And like the comments agreed with me on this one. It was so awkward and like so rude. You could have been like, okay, each of you individually now or something.
Yeah.
But he literally was just like, just Pedro, please.
Amazing. Hey, Pedro, can we do one just you, please?
Yes,
I'm a huge
me,
fan.
just
Please.
Pedro. However,
Yeah.
the one with both of us, they're like, erase that.
No, that one was awesome. That one was awesome. Yeah, I would love it. That would be perfect. Great. So same thing. Camera's in there, starting back there. 3, 2, 1, action. You go. All right, ready. And 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah, beautiful.
After Mikey was already like, I know you just want Pedro. And Pedro's like, no, both of us together. And then he told Mikey to basically leave after theirs. And you can tell Mikey was kind of like embarrassed because he's like, ugh, like I knew that was what you wanted. And then Pedro was kind of, you could tell he was a little sad. He didn't want to, he was kind of pissed. He was kind of like, he did the GLAMBOT, but he just didn't like fully give it.
Yeah.
I love Pedro. I'm on the Pedro Pascal train.
I love that you're finally on the train. Welcome,
I do
welcome.
love him. Even that little like the little GLAMBOT he did with Mikey Day, like it was just so cute. They did this like weird like hand thing or whatever, and I don't know. He just seems silly, goofy.
He is. He's just there for a good time.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't take anything too serious.
He's
which
an
I
ally.
love. Yes,
Did you see him and homophobia this weekend?
Yes,
Yeah.
his post about trans lives.
Yeah.
Yes, his sister is trans, so it's a cause near and dear.
Oh,
Yeah.
love. Especially like at this time. I was like, okay, look at him just
Yeah.
ally.
I think she like did the Gladiator premiere with him too. Like she usually goes with him to like the big premiere. She's gorgeous, like absolutely
I haven't
gorgeous.
seen her.
She does like red carpets with him all the time. It's very sweet. Yeah.
I really just want him on Just Trish.
Oh my god, he would probably thrive. I saw.
I think so.
This like there's this one photo of like him meeting Monet Exchange in a bodega in New York, and he like went up to her and he posted on his Instagram like
I'm
as a
dead.
stan.
I'm dead.
And I just love that he would do that. It's
Would
like, look
gag.
who I ran into at the bodega, and it's Monet Exchange from RuPaul's Drag Race.
She's a queen. She is kind of the moment right now.
Yeah, I
oh my
love-
God. I do love him. I know. I looked up to see if he had like kids. I'm like, maybe his daughter is a fan, but he has no kids. I'm always just hoping someone's like daughter will
Someone
come.
in the family.
Yeah. Be
Oh,
like,
his sister.
come. Yeah, maybe
Yes,
the sister.
maybe he has a cousin, something.
Maybe he is.
Maybe
Maybe
his
he's the
publicist
fan.
has a kid. I don't know.
I would love Pedro Pascal. If you're in one of these cities, please come. Would be a dream. I like him. I do like
Yeah,
him. Now.
he's so. I remember like seeing him in person too. He's one of those ones that like you just feel the star power though. Like he does feel like a star, but he's also like so warm. Like his personality is very warm, and he's like a little bit of a jokester. You know,
I
like
love that,
yeah,
though.
he's a vibe. He's definitely a vibe.
Yeah, when you see like a really famous person, but they're also like really, really relatable and sweet.
Yeah.
And warm, it's just like, oh, I love him so much. Pedro, if you want to come on the podcast. Jonathan Bailey too. Where's he doing King Richard? Is it in London?
Yeah.
We gotta. Oh, damn. I was just in London. I could have seen him. Damn it. He is a king too. So many kings. I love a GLAMBOT though. I do love a GLAMBOT. I would go. Well, the Oscars are not meant for me this year, but you know what? If you can't make it to the Oscars, come to Salt Lake City. I'll do a Wicked medley for you to open up. We'll pretend like we're there. Cynthia Erivo, she's everywhere. She's hosting the Tonys. She's playing Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, yeah.
The world was flipped upside down. Everyone's like, what is that? Like, I feel like no one's ever seen that play, because if you've seen Jesus Christ Superstar, you know how, like, camp it is.
Even I know, like,
Yeah.
the vibe of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Like, watch, like, a clip it online from, like, the movie. It's so silly. It's just, like, people just... They're so funny. They're just like probably like people who like have no idea. They probably think it's like a biopic from National Geographic starring
like
Moses.
Passion of the Christ or something.
Yeah, right. Like what? She's gonna eat. I never gone to one, but I love the Hollywood Bowl performances.
I've never been to the Hollywood Bowl either.
Really?
Never.
Well, I've been to the Bowl, but I've never been to like one of those, like the big shows. You never been to the Hollywood Bowl, period?
No, never.
How?
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I've never. No one I've like wanted to see has even like been there. I don't think. Like, but you know, I'm very specific. I guess if you played the Hollywood Bowl, I would go.
That's
but.
next. After the Greek, we're doing the Hollywood Bowl. How many people are there?
I was gonna say. Let me look it up. I feel like it looks similar to the Greek. No.
No.
It's bigger.
I think it's like my guess is 18,000.
Yeah, 17,500.
I was
You're
so
so
close. Oh yeah. Okay. Next one. Next.
I guess it didn't really look that big to me, but I've just driven by it, so I guess when you're inside of it,
it's weird because it doesn't feel that big.
Because it's open.
Right, it's outside.
So you don't feel it. But if we had to enclose something like that, it will feel like a big arena.
I would love to play there.
I guess that's a good transition to Northwest performing there at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yes.
Have you caught up on the Kardashians?
Yes, I have caught up on the Kardashians.
I feel like we're the only people who watch this program. Like, are you guys watching the Kardashians?
No,
I don't know.
No one's
no
watching.
one's watching it, right?
Because
Like,
it's also
just
almost
us.
old news. Like, you know
It's
everything
like year
that
old.
happened.
Yeah.
That is actually so tea, because they were doing like the Met Gala with the sweater. I'm like, I was pregnant with Elvis when we were doing that cosplay last year. Like, it's so old. It feels outdated.
Yeah.
And then of course the Northwest stuff. Yes.
Yes. This past episode covered Northwest performing with the Lion King, and it talked about how she was offered the role, how Kim debated even like bringing it up to North, and how eventually she ended up she talked to Chris and Chloe about it. Like, yeah, if she got the offer, that's major. You got to give it to her. So
yes,
she did. But it didn't really change my mind on anything, right? Like,
what is your stance on it? Because I'm actually kind of like just really actually truly torn on it.
Me too.
I don't have a stance really.
I kind of waffled in the middle, honestly. Okay, because obviously when it happened, it was a big debate about like, you know, being a Nepo baby and how North took this role and she's not the best singer. And it took the role away from a young child who, you know, deserves to be Simba and the Lion King on the Hollywood Bowl. Granted, this was just like, it was all famous people like performing covers, right? So,
well, no, it was all the original cast for the most part.
Oh, but then like a Jennifer Hudson.
Right, but they had like, the original Simba was there, for instance, who sang I Just Can't Wait for the King. And so they're like, why wouldn't he sing it? Because the original Timon and Pumbaa, like Nathan Lane was singing it. So they were kind of like, and I guess in the past, I'm trying to think, I've seen those concerts, like Little Mermaid and stuff like that. Yeah, they've had like John Stamos sing the song or something like that. So I think they had a lot of the original voices. I even think the guy who did the voice of Scar, maybe not, he might have passed away, maybe not him. But yeah, it's all like obviously singers, you know, there.
Yeah. I think hearing Kim's explanation made me like teeter a little bit on the opposite end, because how Kim defended it was that she said right away, she's like, I know how people are going to react to North playing this role, that she just got it because of her parents, but North got this role because she is the moment. She is a personality, an entertainer. People want to see North on TikTok doing a dance.
Yes,
and I'm like, okay, Kimberly Noel, let's relax.
No, the way she said it was so off-putting. We were talking about this during Glam because we were just talking about it in general. And I think, it's like, just don't say anything. Because it's like, well, how should she have addressed it? And I was like, honestly, don't. Because it's like, she's like, we know, she knows, everyone knows why she got it. So it's like, why even say it? Because the way she said it was like, we know she got it because of who her parents are. Like, the way she said that, she's like, you know, she's not Whitney Houston. Like, I was like, just like so constantly just keep putting her down and down. And just like, it was so weird. And then, it's like, she is the moment. People want to see North. And on that hand, I like agree with her. Because obviously I got a lot of hate for doing Broadway.
And Northwest are similar.
We're very similar. Me and her were up for Simba, actually. But it's like, you know, if there is a demand, right, for people to want to see something. So I kind of get that. The way she explained it was bad. And then she's like, and if you're going to make fun of a child, she's like, F you. I was just like, okay, crazy. Like, just so defensive. So, yeah. I mean, I think about it in the sense of like Malibu. It's like, if she's offered that role, yes, take it, I guess. But in a way, then it's also like,
But also, do you believe the narrative they're putting out there?
What?
Like the story, the way they present it to you. Like, do you believe that that's actually what happened?
What? What's the story?
How it was presented to them? How? Because to me, it sounds very scripted. Everything, the way she defends it, the way she says it.
You saying I don't understand though. Like, what do you mean how it was
I
presented?
don't think
to
there
them?
was real debate for herself if North is going to do it or
I
not.
see, I
Talking
see.
to the family and explaining to all of us and all that. The way they do
Yeah,
it is
well,
like,
of course that's scripted.
we're
Yeah.
the Kardashians. She's going to be in the show, and now let's tell you how we're going to stand behind it. And like,
I would do it for Malibu, but I guess that's kind of how the world works too. It's just like who you know connections. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, and Hulu, it aired on Hulu, I believe as well, or like Disney Plus or whatever. Disney owns Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like the synergy as well. So that also kind of makes sense. And then it airs on the Hulu Kardashians,
Yes.
which then goes back as promo for Disney. So it all like feeds into each other, you know. And it did get a lot of coverage. I feel like those concerts happen all the time and don't get that much like coverage. So the fact that this one got so much
It
PR.
was viral.
Yeah, it was viral.
And as I always say, it's the rise of the mid. You know what I mean? Like, and there's nothing wrong with it. I really don't think that. I think the Kardashians are the perfect example of rise of the mid because, like, there wasn't anything like super special about them, and they really did blow up so big. And even now, I mean, they're obviously very beautiful now and stuff like that. But when they first started, you look at their house, the Calabasas house they were in, it was very
It's a
mid.
townhouse, right?
Yeah, their townhouses.
Yeah.
But even Chris's was like a little like farm style house, like really like ugly, like chicken in the kitchen and stuff, like just really like ugly stuff. The frosted cookies, like everything was very mid. And I was just like, damn, like they really did rise. So they're the perfect example of that. And I think people like rooted them on for that reason, but then it's also the reason they like want to bring them down because like, well, they're not special, and they're kind of not. I don't know. They're just really influential now, and so I don't know. I'm back and forth with it. I get why people were upset, but also that is just how the world works, and gotta take those opportunities.
Yeah, I think the Kardashians definitely get the most backlash for it, but nepotism is just alive and well, and you can't really, you can't really go against it. I don't know, because then if you have to have that energy for everyone else, I guess, too.
Yeah.
I guess the argument is, I saw another story with like Patrick Schwarzenegger, how he was upset that people think that he got his role in The White Lotus this season just because of his parents, obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. But he's like, you don't know how hard I had to work with like acting classes and
yeah, that's annoying. I hate that argument because it's like everyone does, like, you know what I mean. But obviously, your name was put to the top because you're Schwarzenegger. Like
he's just saying, guys, you don't understand. I'm not a good actor. I had to work hard because I got the role.
like
but now I
everyone
have to.
does. Yeah, when I did Broadway, I was also working hard. I was like pushing my. I was going to the doctor. I was going to rehearsals. I was doing like you work hard because you have to because that's what it takes to make a show. But
I guess the comparison to North, though, I don't know. Like, she's also a kid, but like, you know, people like, well, if you knew she was gonna, I guess more to Kimberly and Kanye, like if you knew she was gonna do this, like why not have her like, you know, take vocal lessons and like
did
work
she
on
not?
her?
I thought she did. I thought they did give her voice lessons.
I think I saw her do like the rehearsals and stuff, but I don't think she did
must
that.
have had to because like even like sing live with a band is like so hard. Like someone must have helped her. I mean, I helped with my show because I was like, how do you even know when to come in? You know, I think she was wearing in-ears. Those are like so hard. You have to like rehearse with those. So someone was probably helping her, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's also the element of like Kanye taking over with like changing the graphics. And I think her outfit too, right? Like they redid her outfit to be Simba or whatever.
Yeah, because everyone had those gorgeous like Broadway style outfits. And I was like, okay, I mean, she looked cute. I get it. But Kanye, it's like, why do they show him? I get it. It's like her dad, but it's like, don't show him anymore. He's so offensive and so triggering to so many people and like hateful too. It's like, I mean, literally, like, he's like hate speech everywhere. And I was just like, why do they platform him on that show?
Especially like, Disney Plus. I mean, because Hulu is integrated into Disney Plus now. So it's like, why would you want that association with Disney?
Because he's like a nasty guy. And whether it's for trolling or he has mental illness or something, like there's like nasty stuff he's been like saying and advertising and all this. It's just like, and it's not about his wife. It's about him being like just like actually like awful.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Anyone else who would like spew like hate like that towards like a group of people, it's like actually like you would just not be. You wouldn't be around. But now he's on Hulu. I don't know. That's my only issue. I do love the Kardashians. I do love them, but they do platform some really people. Kanye is definitely like the worst, but maybe he has like something going on with him, but they should not put that on there. Like you said, especially with the Lion King and also North, she's like a kid and it's like, it's not her fault that's like happening, but you have that like in your face and you're like, I just don't want to see it. And then Kim trying to be like, well, when it's, you know, North, we're together, we co-parent. I'm like, it's great, but we don't need to see it because he's also doing heinous stuff to people. So I hate that part, but North actually wasn't bad either. Like I watched performances, like honestly, not horrible. Like I mean, I think I bombed my Broadway one more than I was like off. I was missing notes. Like she kind of was like at least keeping up with it. You know what I noticed too? Also, she's 11, so I'm not trying to compare myself to an 11-year-old. But my dancers also would like guide me along. They come over this way. You know what I mean? Like if you forget where you're going, like actually over here. And so they kind of did that, which I thought was cute. I think she's cute. Honestly, like you could give her voice lessons. Maybe she'd be like really good. She's really talented. I mean, Kanye's the worst, but also he's like talented. She probably has some talented genes in her.
Yeah, I think she's more of like a rapper, is what Kimberly said. So
is that what she said? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
she's
her.
Like not much of a singer. She's more of a rapper, is what is how she put
it. Those are shows. Do you remember that? And Kim was crying. She was. Also, I would too. Honestly, Malibu could do anything, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. So I get it. I get it. It's good. And it made a good first storyline. But yeah, they are so outdated. Like, how does it take a year to make this show? Like,
true.
Put it out a little quicker.
It's literally just like them at their house, and then like it's like 10 minutes of the show is just like B-roll from like Getty Images of like LA set to like generic pop music. You know,
it's very
like
that.
I think it's like YouTube editing.
I know.
Maybe the filtering, like they do put fierce filters on their faces, so maybe that takes the most amount of time. I don't know.
That too.
But Scott Disick also had like a moment on the Kardashians when he left a $2 tip on a $50 Starbucks order, which just reminded me how much I dislike Scott Disick. I really do not like that. I think he's just a bad person.
I think he's a bad person too.
Yeah.
Like actually, and I think because it's like, again, even if you're like, I don't think someone could troll like that, because obviously him like fat shaming Courtney and like all this stuff, like why would you want to put out that side of you if that's not real? I think it's real. I think it's 100%
I think it's real too. I don't know, maybe in his head he thinks it's relatable. Like, I don't know. But you've bragged about being rich. Like you bragged about how much money you have. And then to have like a $50 order, and then he got called out too by his business partner in the show that pointed out that he just left a $2 tip. And he was like, did you just give him $2? You don't tip? And Scott replied, yeah. Or no, then Scott said, yeah, like you don't tip? And Benny said, yeah, but not $2. You got to tip 20%. And Scott said, I'm not tipping 20% for them to come down here. So for a Postmate to come like deliver the drink or whatever. But it was
more.
Yeah.
Because that's like crazy. They're like catering to you. You know, I get $2 if you're just like even there at the thing. Give something. You know what I mean? But then they're gonna like deliver the coffees down to you. You lazy. Like go get them then.
Yeah,
I just hate cheap people.
Sick. Yeah,
especially Postmates, because like they only get their tip. Like and maybe a small percentage of the order, maybe, but I know they keep 100% of their tip. So like you're giving someone $2 and they're spending their gas and.
How do you even get to $2? Because I mean the 10% is $5. How do you even go lower?
You can enter your own.
Yeah, so there's an extra button.
Yeah, he's like, actually I want to be able to lower the 10%.
Hard here and find a way to like
cheap.
You can't even go to 2.
But that's why his life's going to. I'm telling you, like that karmatic energy is bad. When you give like tips to someone who's like working so hard, bad tippers, they're the worst. You have the worst karmatic energy coming
Especially
for you.
when you're rich. Like when you're a millionaire, that's like there's just no excuse, you know?
No, that's actually so embarrassing for him. Like, and then they put on the show. I was like, wasn't he like one of the executive producers? Like he like let them put that in. He's like, put this in. This makes me look funny, relatable.
Yeah, I'm like, and also at some point, one of the girls has got to be like, you kind of suck. Because I feel like, wouldn't they not be embarrassed?
No.
Kim, listen, I understand people don't like them, but Kim is actually sweet. Like, Kim is actually very, like, courteous, like, very thoughtful. Yeah. She's very polite. And I feel like she would be embarrassed by that.
I think they love awful men. Like, they don't see how their men are awful. Like, they try to put Kanye in a good light. They try to put Tristan in a good light. I really think they, like, are weirdly attracted like these awful men, and they see them in a different light. Like they see them, oh, they're funny or they're getting better. I don't know, something. There's something about them that like they don't see what everyone else is seeing. And it's like just so many toxic men in their life. And I was just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about them that they just, and they constantly put them on the show. They try to put them in a good light. Even Scott, like Chloe tries with Scott, and it just makes him look bad when he was like on her podcast and he was talking about how you have to wait for the girls to grow up. You know, like, oh, she was 19, but you know, maybe at 26 she'll come back to me or something. I'm like, you are a psycho. Like you're so, and they air it. So I think in their heads they're thinking like, look at this growth, look at something. And I'm like Scott too, they try to give him a little redemption with being like, yeah, I messed up, I did that, but then he does this shit. It's like, you're a Kardashian, you're in that family, you should be so embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. And one of Scott Disick's rumored ex-girlfriends talked about how he body shamed her, allegedly. Her name is Holly Scarfone. She was on Too Hot to Handle. And they dated, allegedly, back in 2022. It was all a rumored relationship, but they were like spotted out together. So you can pretty much make an educated assumption that they were an item. And she was 23. He was his late 30s, like 39 at the time. Ugh. And she posted a TikTok clip of her podcast where she talked about, she didn't name him, but she did. I think she called him Rot Schmistic or something. She like did a little code name, very subtle. It's a very subtle code name.
It's rhymed exactly.
And she talked about how this man was like body shaming her. Like she would send him selfies and then he would point out like what plastic surgery she should get.
Oh my gosh.
And just made her really insecure and made her feel like she had to get like a nose job. And then also, this is like kind of like the creepiest part. Like he would refer to her as a lookalike of Kylie Jenner because she does kind of look like her.
Oh my God. Ew.
But why are you saying like, oh, you look like my sister-in-law? Like, is that not gross?
And like the youngest one too.
Literally
it's
the
like
baby
who you knew as a kid.
Yes, literally. It's
no, he
sick.
always says such inappropriate things about young girls. It's actually like gives me a bad vibe with him.
Yeah, and she pretty much also gave like a nice warning to girls, like if you are in your young 20s. Again, that's something that you and Tana have said a lot of times. Just like, do not be dating the guy who's pushing 40 when you are.
No, it's not like you're so mature for your age. Like it's them being disgusting, and you like kind of don't know it in the moment. Like you could hear everyone tell you this over and over, and you like don't know it in the moment until you're like out of it, and it's just like, ew, that was like crazy, and then it affects you forever. Like probably that like stuff about her nose and stuff like that.
She said that he she felt pretty secure in herself at the time, and she texted him a happy Easter text, and then his response was, oh, can we get that boob job we were talking about? Ew. Like, why don't you just take some of that fat and throw it in the back? So also like BBL. Yeah.
When did she post this? Was this recent?
She just posted it I think 2 days ago, and
wow.
Their relationship was like back in 2022, but she's speaking out about it now on the Sweet and Salty podcast.
Wait, that sounds so familiar. She's not the one that talked about Jesus.
No.
Sweet and Salty.
That was Avery Woods, I believe.
Okay. I was supposed to go on. I think I talked about this before. There was a show called like Hater. Do you remember that show?
No.
And my sister.
Yes.
And they would be confronted.
Wait, yes.
Yes. And it was like H8. And I was supposed to be on there for Scott Disick in 2012.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a throwback.
We were supposed to go to the Century City Mall where the Pink Taco was. And I was gonna confront him, or he was gonna confront me. I think I was gonna confront him. And we were supposed to go film that day, and we are like waiting for the car to pick us up or whatever. And then my psych test came back, and I didn't pass it. So they were like, oh, we can't do this because you said you saw shapes or something. And that was the one where it was a bubble test, and there was like 100 questions, so I just like randomly filled in bubbles. I didn't even answer the question. So I remember they were like, ooh, you didn't pass the psych test, so we can't like, have you around Scott. I was like, all right. Probably for the better. I wonder if he ever did one, or because I think Kim Kardashian did one. It was like 2011 or 12. It was like a long time ago.
And what was the premise again? It was like the hater would just confront and like just get like air everything out, right?
Yeah, just like I had to go approach him at the ball. Like he was gonna be eating, and I had to go approach him. And look, I was just on LA casting, and it was like, are you a hater of any of these people? I didn't know like half the people. I was like, I guess Scott Disick. Like I don't know. And so I like just said that because you were gonna get paid like $800 to go do it. And then my sister was like my accomplice. She was like submitting me to the show because my sister, I wrote the letter for her, but I was like, she's like, my sister hates Scott. Yeah, I emailed it. I was like, I'm Callie. My sister, Trisha, hates Scott Disick. Like, she said if she'd ever see him, she'd fight him. Like, all this crazy
love.
Yeah, so, and then they interviewed us, and I was like, yeah, like, I didn't even watch the show back then. I was like, I hate Scott.
Was it an MTV show?
Maybe something, Hater. It was like H8TR, I think it was called. And maybe it was just like Hater or something. I don't know.
Yes, MTV prank show.
Yes. Okay, that's
Mario
so funny.
Lopez hosted it. I like blocked Mario Lopez out of my memory. I remember the show. I don't know. I just like I have a vague memory of the show, but do not remember Mario Lopez hosting it. That's so random.
Yeah, same. Actually, I never watched it, but I was like super excited to book it, and then we were literally waiting for the car to pick us up, and they're like, "Oh, actually."
Oh yeah, Scott Disick was episode 2.
Was he at the Century City Mall, or did they put him somewhere else? Because maybe if he was scheduled to shoot that day, they probably found someone like last minute. But how did they pass the test? If it was supposed to be the
Maybe
same
they
day.
They read it.
Yeah.
Well, it was so
They read the
many. I was like, I'm not reading all those questions. And I remember they came back and like the psychiatrist had to call me and he's like, okay, do you see shapes? Do you see this? Like, or I think it said I saw animals or something that weren't there. I don't know.
I wish that was on your IMDb. That would have been iconic.
I
You just
know.
randomly confronting Scott Disick.
It would have been a good one. I needed the money back then too. So many lost.
I would do that for free.
Would you?
I would love to confront Scott Disick.
You would confront him now.
Yeah, especially in a like.
What would you say?
Why are you dating women so young?
Oh, period.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
It's a gross pattern of behavior at this point.
It
Truly,
is.
leave these young girls alone.
Yeah,
like
you're-
grow up. You're so unserious. You actually disgust me. Tip people because you can't brag about being a millionaire and then be cheap to your Postmates. You freak. You are
Yeah.
so untalented, and you are lucky you had a baby with Kourtney Kardashian because that literally, without the Kardashians, you would be nothing. Where would
Yeah.
he be? Honestly, I have no idea. Where would Scott Disick be without having Kourtney Kardashian? Like,
Nowhere.
you're lucky that these girls are a little misguided and still give you the time of day because really you should be excommunicated from the family.
Chloe's
truly.
like loves him. Chloe's
They're
like
hanging out all the time, and they have the little like fake romance going on where they make weird flirty jokes. And I like Chloe. I do like Chloe.
I
and
do too, but she really has a poor judge of men.
Yes.
Like she really is just like.
And I'm sorry if you're I feel bad because like I do like them, but then I like
I know. I would have been a Skips campaign.
Yeah, that push gift back in the
Oh,
entrance.
when did she open that up? It's been there since Christmas.
Pushmas, yes.
It says Merry Pushimas. I was so excited to get a push. You know, I love a Kardashian. I love the Kardashian girls. The men are just awful.
I like Kylie. Even Kendall. I'm kind of coming around on Kendall.
I like Kendall.
But
she's never on the show, but
except to promote 818, which honestly, they're kind of selling me on that 818.
You gonna drink
Kylie
it?
with the little vodka seltzers or whatever. I'm like, damn, they're kind of selling me on it.
They did look good when they were in Vegas.
Yeah, I do like them, but these men they gotta go. They've gotta go.
I know. How can they not find one good man?
I don't know.
Like not one.
I don't know. It's very
Corey.
odd. True, Corey
But I
seems.
think he's their security guard, right? Isn't he like the FBI or something? Someone said.
No
I
idea.
think he literally, and I'm not just
Allegedly, he's he's not CIA, but he's an asset for the CIA.
And if you look, he's like sets up all the shots. Like he's at kind of the beginning of all the shots, and then he's like out of frame. So he's always like securing the areas. I feel like honestly, I would want him. I didn't marry
looking
my
back
security.
at his past with Justin Bieber and other
Yeah.
people that passed away. He randomly was
Justin
just there.
Bieber passed away.
No, other people that have passed away.
Why did you say it like
he's been
that?
around.
Wait, but what was his connection to Justin Bieber?
He was handling him too.
Okay, so. And he's always with Chris, and I think it's smart, especially when you're worth that much money. Get a CIA
Oh my
adjacent,
God.
allegedly. What if he's not? What if he's literally just a random guy? And everyone's like,
Loves Kris Jenner.
yeah.
Then it's really random.
Then it's really random. He's been around for a while. He seems to be sticking it out, so that's good, I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And they have a lot of gay friends too, or none of. I guess they're all just like happy to be there, just telling them whatever they want to hear.
God, I know.
But damn, well, there's got to be someone real in that,
No, I don't
in
think
that gaggle of
so.
gays.
I think when you're just that famous, you just go along with it. You're just like,
I guess.
whatever you guys say.
That does kind of lead me to I didn't know Raya. You could look for friends on Raya, and that really, I think that's my new ticket.
Are you on Raya?
No, but
How do you look for friends on there then?
My friend Cassie, she's lesbian, and she was saying all these girls that she has been seeing on Raya, like BB Rexa and like all these girls, but they were like, oh, but it just says that they're looking for friends, and I'm like, wait. That you can look for friends on Raya?
I'm texting BB Rexa right after this. I'm like, do you want a friend? We used to text, and she was like so close to coming on, and when she was going through her stuff with her ex, and I was just like, I love her.
And Kim Petras was on there too for looking for friendship and stuff. And I'm like, wait, why aren't I like literally just setting my things like girls and friends?
Only.
Yes, and I'm like, I think that's my ticket.
Did you try to get on it?
No, I think it's the referral. My friend said that she can give me a referral. But I'm like, this is a game. Why did no one tell me? How did no one tell me that you can look for friends?
I wonder if that's real. I guess she probably knows. She's on there.
Yeah, and because I was like, oh, did you like match with B Rexa and Kim Petras? And she's like, no, it said they were just looking for friends. And I'm like, huh.
Well, I thought, why can't she match with them?
Well, she's looking for love. She's serious about finding a girl on there.
I can see you be friends with Andrew Garfield.
I would set it to just girls. I'm not. I
Why?
don't need.
I think you could do a bro friend. I love that you love the girls, but I feel like you could have a bro friend.
No, I really want like
You have a girl best friend, me.
I know.
Why are you trying to replace me?
I just want to grow the circle. Like, you're on tour. I gotta find someone else to substitute when you're out. Like,
You have so many. You have Misha. You have Anna Collins.
They're all busy.
What do you want? You are too.
No.
You are never going to hang out with someone more than once a month.
But that's all I need. I just need to get that backed up. But Anna's with Selena Gomez. Misha's with Chaperone. Like, yeah. So I gotta, you know,
busy.
Yes, everyone's too busy these days. So like, come on.
Maybe
I need a little something.
Rexa, she seems busy though too. So I think Petra's is probably busy. They're probably all damn busy.
But just like me having one moment a month, like
You
just
get
getting brunch with one of them once a month. That's all I need.
They're not going to accept you because you're on a podcast, and they're not.
I know.
They never accepted me because of that. They're like, this talks about everybody, like, so they'll never, because you talk about day one and get banned.
I would. That is the caveat. Like, it would be so hard for me to not spill everything, you know. But if I matched with like a Sydney Sweeney, I would keep her secrets.
I don't think she's on Ryan.
I don't think so either. I saw she was hanging out. It was Paris Hilton's birthday party, and it looked like the best party in the world.
Everybody was there.
Everybody was there, and I've never been so jealous like in my life. I'm really like seething. I don't know. I'm just like so envious.
Which is crazy because you're so busy. So when are you going to go to these parties?
At the Beverly Hills Hotel. Like literally never. But I was like,
you just want to be invited.
Yes, because it was like Lisa from Blackpink, Sydney Sweeney, Madeline Klein, like everyone.
But
was,
you know they're gonna DM you. You're not gonna open it.
True.
And then
It's Chad Nevison all over.
They're gonna DM you the day of the party. Like it's happening today. Where are you?
I should check my DMs. Maybe Paris has reached out. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people get invited to Paris's parties. I feel like influencers are always getting
Everyone
invited
was there. Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney was there. Like everyone.
She was walking the red carpet with Alan Cumming. And I was like, wow.
Everyone's living my dream. Like I saw Lucas Gage had like photos like in the middle. He was in a sandwich between Sydney Sweeney and Madeline Klein.
Wow.
And I was like, that could be
Lucas
me in an
Gage's
alternate.
perfection. I do love him.
I know, me too. But I've never been so
podcast.
jealous. I've never been so jealous in my life. I was like, that is me in an alternate universe. So I'm hoping Raya can help get me there. I don't
So
know.
you're going to attempt to be on it?
I think so, yeah. But all my photos would be of you, so then they know. Then like,
That might not help you. They might be like, oh no, she'll talk about us. They're gonna gossip.
It could go either way.
Yeah, like absolutely not. That was always my downfall. Even just like dating, I remember people were like, "Oh, I'd like to hang out with you, but I feel like you're gonna talk about it." And I'm like, honestly, probably. I remember like the guy who had a baby with Halle Berry. He was like so cute, and he was just like, "I just know you're gonna talk about this, so I don't want to like." I was like, well. Try it. We'll see.
But we've been pretty good at keeping like secrets. When like girlies have been talking to you and like, oh, don't talk about it on the podcast. Like Cat's Eye when they're like, don't mention this on the podcast.
I'm
like,
keeping a big secret right now, and I can't say anything, but it's big. Only Moses knows. And I was like, do I tell Oscar? I was like, I can't. I want to, but I'm like, let me keep this secret because if it's when it comes to fruition,
national security. So until
it's not national security, but
it's equivalent
until it happens and it's out there, I'm literally not saying anything to my mom, like no one, and it's the biggest secret, and it's just like, and it's so hard to not say anything, but I feel really proud of myself. I was like, wow, I actually was gonna text you when I texted you on Saturday. I almost texted Oscar right after, and I was like, let me know. And I really want to tell you, but I can't.
This
but
is
like,
the Broadway all over again because it was the same with Rachel Zegler. I know. Oh my god,
it's bigger than Broadway, SNL, everything combined.
What?
It's big. I know. You will never guess. You will never guess because I never guess. I was literally on the plane to Indiana, and I was just like, and they're like, you have to film something right now.
I think you're in a Marvel movie. I can't confirm nor deny.
I can't confirm nor. You'll never guess. You'll never guess. And that's it. And I you know me with secrets. I can't. Like, it's so hard for me, but I really gotta this one I really need to get. Like, I really just need to have happen and then just have it out there, you know? I think it's good. I think that's why in life too, things have been going good because I always talk about things before they happen, and I feel like I've been very good at just like letting them happen, and when it's meant to be, it'll be, and so yeah. But anyways, I have been very good. So if you have a secret you want to tell me, safe here.
Yes, and same Sydney, Madeline Klein, any of the girls are Raya.
What is she?
She's from Outer Banks. She's beautiful. She kind of looks like you, actually. Like, she could be your sister.
Thank you. Let's look at that. But I doubt that. It's probably like Sydney Sweeney look like, and it's like, that looks like you.
I think, like, the three of you could be like, it could be like Little Women, you know, that movie.
No, I don't know that movie. Is that the old time one with Timothée Chalamet?
Yes. And Saoirse Ronan. And who else was in that? Someone else was in that. Florence Pugh. I feel like you could be the sisters in Little Women. It's
I kind of look like them. I could be thrown in there. I never seen it. I should. I don't like those kind of old movies. Do you watch it?
I saw little. I don't know if I just saw clips on YouTube or if I saw my memory.
I know. I never know. I think if I see clips, I
I
see
feel
the
like I've
show.
seen it. Yeah. I think I might have just seen clips, but I've seen
Should
enough to
watch the
know the
movie.
vibe. I think someone dies in it. I don't really remember.
What?
Yeah.
In Little Women?
I think one of the Little Women, pass away, I want to say. I remember one was sick.
I just don't understand why they have to kill movie characters. Like, they can live.
Just let them live.
Why do they show them dying and stuff? That's so sad. Like, just, what? I never understood that.
I guess it's like the ultimate stakes is death. Like, it does.
Did anyone die in White Lotus? Yeah, I haven't kept caught up yet in season 2.
It's the same like format of someone is deceased in the first like 5 minutes, but you don't know who the body is or.
Oh, they just do the same thing every season.
Yeah, I guess that's
love
the
it.
shtick of the White Lotus. Someone is passing away. I didn't see episode 2 yet because I was working, but that'll be tonight. I will watch it.
Oh, we gotta watch it. Are we gonna have time to watch it before I leave again? I need to watch it. I hate not knowing. I want to know because I do love
I know
the
you're
show.
still behind. Like you don't know the memes or anything.
I know.
Yeah, probably when you come back, we'll binge it. There's no way before you leave.
Yeah. When we come back, there's like 2 weeks off, so I need to watch that. Gotta watch Traitors. I've been seeing clips of Traitors. I didn't watch that this week.
Oh, it was a good episode.
I
It
know.
was a
I
good
saw like
episode.
the ending, and I was like, should we just talk about it? Because I feel like I need to. And I don't have to,
Yeah, I mean, now is the time. Because otherwise,
true, that's
it's
true.
too
Yeah.
late.
Did you see it?
I've seen the clips.
Oh, you saw the clips.
Spoiler alert for Traitors.
Spoiler alert. Why does everyone hate Danielle? I think she's a good traitor.
Honestly, I'm on the same bandwagon
everyone's like
as
the
you.
worst traitor made it this far. I'm like, well, she's the only traitor that made it, so that
by
makes
default,
her.
she's the best. Yeah.
And then when she collapsed and was crying, I was like, girl, you don't need to do all that. I'm like, yeah, she does. I believed it. She's like, I told you. That's what I would do. I'd be crying. I'd be shaking. I'd be like, I can't believe it. We did it. Like, that's a good traitor. I don't understand why people are so pissed at her.
I don't know either.
I love her. I think she's kind of a queen.
I understand. Like, she triggers me in that way, but I'm not sure how to explain it.
Please try to explain it. I need to know behind the minds of the people who are so triggered by her.
This is the haters. This is the
Yes,
haters.
this is the haters of
It's
Danielle.
so obvious. I think that's what it is. They just pull you. You know how there's videos of like somebody trying to do something and it's so easy, but they on purpose don't accomplish it. That's the feeling. It's like it's so obvious. All the clues are there. Just vote her out.
I don't
And
think it's
like,
obvious to anyone.
No.
It's so obvious.
Well, because
And-
you're watching it as the edits. Like,
Yeah.
of course, you're like, that's
Right,
obvious.
right. But I'm saying as an audience member, that's what
But you're not
triggers
in the
me. I'm like, I just like that one hair you want to yank out or something, you know?
Oh my
It's
gosh,
that-
she's so good. She's
Sometimes
killing
the
it.
show is good because they make us feel that way. They get us to that
I
place
like
where we
her. I'm like,
feel-
that's how I would play the game. Like, people are like, she's a bad trader. I'm like, she's winning. Like, what?
Yeah, no, like in all the exit interviews, no one like says her name. Like no one has really said their name, and then they'll say like, "Oh, the traders are Danielle and Carolyn." Pre this past episode, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I knew Danielle, but I'm shocked by Carolyn." But like, you didn't when they asked you who you thought it was, you didn't say Danielle.
Right. So they act like they know, but they
Yeah,
didn't.
obviously her behavior looks a little insane, but if she's insane the whole time, then it kind
love
of just
it.
blends in, you know?
Yeah, I think Rochelle was saying like they didn't show it on camera, but like off camera, she like swore on her grandkids
Yes.
and stuff. Like,
It's a game.
Crazy.
It's would I do that? No, I don't think she's the devil amongst us just because she's sworn a kid. Like she's trying to get money for her kids
yeah,
and the grandkids.
you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
She's doing whatever it takes, and
she-
it's the division between like the people who watch like Bravo shows and then the people who watch like competition shows. I think because like the Housewives and like the Selling Sunset Girls,
Right.
but also the Housewives are doing like tax evasion and stuff, so it's really not that different,
Yeah.
right?
Do you know a girl named Jen Shaw? She's like in
Yes.
prison. Because we were going to Salt Lake and someone's like,
Oh,
oh, Jen Shaw. And I was like, who the hell's Jen Shaw? And she like went to prison on the show because she's like scamming people out of money.
Yeah.
They're all scammers. Erica Jane's husband allegedly a scammer, like scamming old people out of
Yes.
money. It's like, damn. what's
So
happening?
it really the behavior is not that different on the traders. So like what?
It's probably not as bad as
yeah, true.
scamming
At
people
least
out
it's a
of money.
game on that show. Yeah.
Right.
No one's actually getting murdered.
That's
so
so true. Murdering is such a strong word on that show. When people say that, I'm like, that's so wild. Like, we're gonna murder tonight. It's crazy.
the whole thing is just like it's insane. But I'm still rooting for Danielle. It's not looking that good for her now because I feel like everyone kind of knows. But we'll see.
Did they put a new trader in with her?
Yeah,
Who's the new one?
Brittany, my favorite.
So they're like, we gotta give her some screen time. Put her as a trader.
Yeah, it's a controversial pick because like that's Danielle's best friend, but also Brittany knows that she's a traitor. So I guess
Yeah, they should have put someone else in there. Well, everyone's predicting or they at least want Dylan and Gabby to be the last two standing. They kind of deserve it. Gabby, as everyone is saying, is getting that winner's edit.
Yeah, she's been clocking it from the beginning. She's, clocking all the tea. And then she backs off, though. She's never too persistent. God, I love that Gabby Wendy. I really do. I really do.
I think I'm taking on her personality. And all my TikToks, I'm like, you guys, it's really cold here. Like, I've been talking like her.
She makes me feel like she's like a young Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, I love her. She's like, I'm just getting over my bronchitis. Because I didn't have my voice this weekend, so I was like talking low, and I was like, I'm gonna just start talking like. Oh my god! How did that even happen? What? Just like screwed off.
Oh my god, that's really good.
I think I want to be her for sure. I'm obsessed with everything about her. And her clips of The Bachelorette are now coming up, and I think it's so iconic. I love her so much. She's just like, she's so good. She calls him out too. She's like, okay, you told everyone you like loved them. Like, what the hell? Like, I love her. She's fierce. I need to get her on ASAP. I just think she's a queen.
Me too.
Everyone loves her. Like, my photographer on tour is like, oh my god, like
everyone loves Gabby Wendy. Yeah, she's an icon. She's
the moment. She should be in
Lion
Simba, King. Yeah. Little Simba. Does she still do her podcast, Long Winded?
Yeah, she sure does.
I love it.
Me too. I literally am seated for Instagram. Like, I just sit there and I scroll and just Gabby. Gabby. I'll sit there and I'll rewatch over and over again. I quote her all the time.
Ah, so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope she wins. That would be great. Although I think Danielle deserves to win, honestly.
I know. I mean, there's only like 2 episodes left, so
is there?
Yeah, we're really close to the end.
They gotta get rid of a lot of people, don't they?
Well, I think there's.
Oh, at the end it goes quick.
Yeah, because there's
like eliminate a lot.
I think there's isn't there like 6 people at the finale, and then
yes,
right? Because they're already at like 7 or 6 people, and then at the end like 6 to 4.
Do they like live vote? You remember when they were like all in that triangle? Do they like live vote each other out loud?
I think so, right? Like with a fire pit or something.
There was something that they put on the color change, so if they think there's still somebody.
There's like another traitor left. God, how stupid was it? Who was that person? It was like Trishelle
the girl
CT.
from
Kate.
Housewife.
Was it Kate or MJ?
MJ.
Oh yeah, MJ.
So dumb.
Last year.
She could have easily voted like CT out.
She wasn't dumb. She trusted them.
No, but the thing was, so then they had to do the second vote again. Like, okay, you guys all have to vote one more time. So she knew where everyone's head was at. And she voted for the other person. I was like, what the hell?
I think she could not believe they were going to turn on her. Like, she was so in disbelief.
Well, at least go with one of those people. Like, go with one of the people's votes. She split the vote. She, like, get the 3-way vote. I was like, what the hell? Go with the person that's... I'm sorry, that one was dumb. I love her, but that was... Also, I probably would be dumb, too, on this show. I don't think I would get that show. I always say that to Moses. I'm like, I don't think I would know what's happening either.
I don't know if, like, a lot of them knew. Like, Ivor, does he know what's going on?
Is he still there?
He's still there.
Oh, my God, so boring. No more of those people next season.
I read that for tax reasons they had a cast... Because it filmed, like, the crew is British.
It's a quota.
Yes. You did clock it.
What does that mean?
Because the crew is all Britain. Like, the same crew that shoots the Traitors UK just goes to Scotland to shoot Traitors US. So for, like, tax reasons or something, they... Allegedly. I read this on Reddit. I don't know how true it is.
Oh.
But for tax reasons, they have to have, like, one British personality or something in there.
That's so random. What does that help?
I know. Is Gemma Collins not available? Like, put
Get Gemma. I love her. Is she still around? I live for her.
Still around, yeah.
She's a queen. I wonder if she ever did Ozempic. I feel like that's like the number one comment I get is like, why doesn't she do Ozempic? She's rich. Like, does she get that comment too? Because she was always known to be bigger. And
my God.
Oh, Lizzo, she's really skinny. She really lost weight. I'm like, damn, everyone is getting skinny. I'm sorry, no, not to talk about this. It's one of the eras in my show, the fat girl era. I talk about it,
God.
Well, I love Gemma Collins. I would like to see her over. Maybe they have to have like specifically someone related to British royalty or something.
Like Parliament or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's so random.
They're so random and so boring.
So bored.
There's always like old white guys too. It's like, get something else in there. Like, that's
a little flavor. Yeah.
I'd like to see Meghan Markle in there.
Oh, would love.
I'm surprised she didn't do it. She seems like she would do it.
She should do it. Yeah. I love Meghan Markle. Sorry, not sorry.
Wait, she the one? Who's she? Which one is she?
She married Prince Harry. She was in Suits.
So she is having a new show. She has something.
She has a cooking
coming up.
show on Netflix.
Oh my God, look at you as a stan of Meghan
I'm a little Markler. I don't know what her stands are called, but sure. Yeah.
Little Markle. I'm Markle. Does she have stands?
It's probably just me, but
Probably
you know
literally
what?
just
Yeah.
you.
Miracles.
You were trying to stop the hate train on her. We talked about her before, and you were trying to.
Me and whose podcast did you do that was telling you about it? Julia Fox. Me and Julia Fox are the Meghan Markle
that's
defense
right.
squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, we need to stop hating women. I'm like, what if they're annoying, though? Some women are. I know not to hate on every woman, but sometimes they are. You know what
Some
I mean?
women are, yeah. I was watching Love is Blind and still.
Oh, I gotta watch that too.
Oh yeah, that was some of the girls are, but I do hate a lot of the guys now too. So I guess it is equality.
opportunity.
Yeah, equal opportunity.
You gotta at
hater.
least hate the same amount of men as you do
Yes,
women.
yeah,
so
They
yeah.
usually deserve each other.
Yeah, maybe they're perfect for each other. Those soulmates.
The girl who was like, you followed me on Instagram. I've seen you before. She didn't. Like, she didn't. She was wrong. She was wrong about
She
it.
lied.
And this guy, like, I literally is set up to look like it was like Squid Game. The music, like, I thought they were gonna shoot him in the head because it was the most dramatic music ever. It was like literally this man is a serial creep. Like, he knew this girl before going in the pods. Like, he
And it was
faked liking
wrong?
Christmas. She was wrong. She was wrong. She checked the unfollowers app to see if he followed and unfollowed her. He was not on there. He was
Ladies,
not on there.
let's fact check. Let's do it.
Like they sat him down in the lobby. It was literally like
my
as if
God.
you guys watch Squid Game, it was like the rock paper scissors scene where it's like whoever loses gets shot in the head. You know?
Oh my God,
It was very that
jeez.
vibe, and I'm like, damn, this man is devious, a devil amongst us, and he was innocent. I am so sorry. I forget his name.
Wow.
The short king. He was very sweet about it, but
And what did he say?
he was like, no, it's okay. I completely understand. Like, he was not mad at all.
did they continue the engagement?
Yes, they're still in there.
Doing so much for what?
I
So
think they were
extra.
promoting that app.
It was really
unfollow
she
app?
did the an interview after where she was like, the producers were like, go look at his Instagram and see if you recognize the photo, but
You
she's
see.
like, but she didn't want to do that. She's like, no, like, I have to, if I'm gonna be engaged, I trust him. I was like, Taylor, she's a Swiftie, so I kind of have a soft spot for her.
Oh my
but-
God, she changed her name? To be
I
Taylor.
don't know if that's
Can people stop asking me to sing Taylor Swift at the Eras tour? Everybody, they would say these songs. I'm like, what is that song? Like Taylor Swift. I was like, guys, I know one Taylor Swift
Maybe
song.
they're trying to frame you.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're
Because
setting
then
you
it
up.
won't-
No, they really do want it. They try to help me because sometimes when I don't know the words, they'll try to like start singing it. I'm like, I don't know. But then they'll be like, they clock me though. I love it. My own audience clocks me. They'll be like, oh, there's a whole compilation of you singing Taylor Swift songs. I'm like, yeah, from 2013. I'm like, I don't remember those. I can't remember even Hamilton. They asked me to sing Hamilton sometimes. Like, I don't know that one either. Just only Shallow and King Tut are the only requests I can take. Those are the only ones I'm prepared to sing.
But by the end of the tour, you'll know everything.
And that's true. I know. I think the one that I was going to get canceled for the most on my show was someone asked me to sing Lady Gaga Abracadabra.
Abracadabra,
You know it?
That's all I know.
I saw a TikTok clip. They were like, she did so good. She didn't know the words, but she still made it work.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, well, I don't know, but let me think of how it goes. And someone's like, it kind of sounded almost like it. I was kind of what you just said. I was like, Abracadabra, I love magic. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
And someone's like, it kind of sounds like it. I tried. And I was like, damn, I'm so sorry, guys. And then someone requested Adele. I was singing Adele for people.
Which song?
The one from Glee. There's a fire
Started in my heart. Okay.
I know it because Jesse St. James and Leah Michelle's character sang it. By the way, I have a new obsession. I think I found someone even hotter than Jonathan Bailey that I'm like salivating over, and he was on Glee, one episode of Glee. What? And he sang with Blaine. He sang a song with Blaine. God, what song did they sing? God, what song was it? It was a good song too. Gorge. We talked about him before. I didn't know who he was. And I'm like obsessed with this guy now. Oh, yeah. Oh, they sang Somebody That I Used to Know. Do you know this duet?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Matt Bomer?
Yes! Oh! 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 Are you guys seeing this? I don't know what we can play. I've never clenched my thighs harder than Matt
I love
Bomer
that you're
singing
Matt
this.
Bomer's. Wait, you just became a stan because of this?
Because of this. I saw it on TikTok. It was like late at night. I was in Detroit. No, I was in Toronto. I think I even texted Moses. Like, I literally texted him, and I never do this, like an eggplant emoji followed by a water sign, like a squirt thing. And I was like, I want another baby. And he's like, what is happening? He probably thought,
I
and
thought
was
you
like,
just missed me.
I did, because all of a sudden I was like feeling clenched. I was like, oh, I was like, let me text Moses. I mean, that's like and I bet how people feel when they watch it. Like his voice, his singing, the way he like struts up, the way they like circle each other. I was just like, oh my God. And I watched Fellow Travelers, and I don't know. I was stuck on Jonathan Bailey. I didn't really think about the person he was in the scene with. Now I got to rewatch that show all over again because I was just like, damn, he's hot.
No, Matt Bomer is like perfect human specimen.
I mean, actually, probably the most gorgeous person in the entire
almost
world.
like I can't even think of him as like hot because it's just like so unattainably attractive. Yeah,
more so than even Jonathan Bailey, because Jonathan Bailey is the kind of a little quirky.
He's at least
short.
like yes.
Sorry guys, that's like the worst thing. But this guy, like, I think the first time you introduced me to him, and I knew you're like, he was supposed to be Superman, but wasn't casted because he was gay, and I was like, okay, well, what does he look like? You're like, he looks just like Superman. I was like, okay, I don't see it. Now I'm just like.
It literally looks like the cartoon of Superman.
Like, he's like a perfect person.
Yeah. Perfect face, perfect hair, perfect body.
Perfect singing voice.
Yes.
He should have been Fierro, honestly. This is the one that has the same age difference. He's 77, and Jonathan Bailey was born 88. And they played lovers and Fellow Travelers. He has a husband and kid.
Yes, yeah.
And so they're the same age difference as us. You remember when I was obsessed with Fellow Travelers? So now I'm obsessed with the other one, so now I got to rewatch it again and watch it all over again. Because I really didn't even remember him in Fellow Travelers. I didn't pay attention to him at all. And now I'm obsessed. That, you guys go watch it. I don't know what we can show because of copyright, but I don't know what season it is.
Go watch Glee.
Glee with Matt Bomer and Darren Criss singing Somebody That I Used to Know.
Season 3, episode 15 of Glee. Somebody That I Used to Know.
Is that the name of the title of the episode?
No, that's just the...
Please go watch it. Glee, God, we got to go back onto our Glee bandwagon, babe. I kind of love it all over again. I was like, damn.
You were watching Glee in the night routine I saw. Or your lazy day routine.
An original Glee stand.
Yeah.
It probably was when they were airing, like on Thursday nights or whatever.
Yeah, you did turn it on DirecTV in your routine video.
I loved little satellite TV. And I would get food from Lucille's before
yes,
DoorDash.
Yes, you had Lucille.
That was my routine because I would go to the mall, pick it up.
Oh, it was a real routine.
Yeah, it was a real routine. I wasn't making those. And I would watch Glee. And I really did love it. I wanted to be on that show so bad. Chaperone just said something about Glee. Didn't she say she liked it or something?
She was rewatching Glee, but then she was annoyed. I forget what turned her off on Glee. She was watching it and something pissed her off. And then she had to issue a public apology. I think it was maybe to the Blaine stands, I think. She had to issue an apology. She's like, sorry to the Glee fans. I have upset.
What did she say about Blaine?
Oh, no.
I might have to unstand Chapel because I love Blaine so much. He got such a ending to the show because you remember like Kurt was so obsessed with him, and then once Kurt went to New York, he was like Blaine, and Blaine's like, but I'm like in love with you. He's like, sorry, I don't really care about you anymore. I was like, what the hell, Kurt? Like Blaine is your upgrade. Like that's your prize. And he was just like, no, sorry. Then Adam Lambert came on the show at some point, and I was like, oh my god, it's just getting so messy. It's getting so crazy. What was the Adam Lambert? Oh, he was on Drag Race. I was like, what? Was it Susie 2 or someone was like, I lost my virginity to Adam Lambert? I was like,
yes.
Who are you? What?
And Corey King is Adam Lambert stan, performs Adam Lambert all the time. I'm like, love.
Okay.
I think usually they kind of like lie about the guest judges, but I think they were being 100% with this because Corey was like, it was like Wet Dreams by Adam Lambert for the lip sync song. Corey's like, I do this every Tuesday back home. Like, this is just a Tuesday for me. And she ate, so.
That's true. Yes, my girl Acacia got sent home.
I was so sad for Acacia.
I was too. She was good.
Yes, and I feel like we just got to get to know her when she talked about like cystic fibrosis and losing her grandmother. And I was like so attached. And then she got eliminated. I was like, wait, but.
It wasn't her fault though. That role was so bad. Like the little song they wrote for that.
She was just almost like it was the musical episode, and she had like a really good musical performance. Like she was good, like she was, but it was like maybe too good, I guess, because everything else was campy. Too. But she was just like serious about it. I know. She was thinking of her grandmother. It was the anniversary of her grandmother's death.
I know. And they sent her home. I was like, what?
It was such a reality TV thing to do, though. I'm like, damn.
Pull the lever. Get Michelle in that dunk tank again.
She's so sweet. I really do like
I don't remember the good guest judge for that. Because sometimes they do have like random, I guess I've had some big ones. Like Hunter Schafer is huge.
But they have that random blonde girl a couple weeks ago who I didn't know who she was.
I would like to be the random blonde girl judge. I'm going to see Rue at Pride.
Oh, then you could do your pitch. Yeah. Like Hormona Lisa, how she pitched herself to RuPaul to be on the show. You can be like, I want to be on Drag Race.
Yes. Hormona Lisa also did me as drag. Did you see that?
Yes, I loved.
And
I almost cosplayed as Hormona Lisa today, actually. Before I even saw.
Oh my God. You would kind of eat.
I just wanted an excuse to wear a bob, and I was like, what could I do a bob for?
You do love a bob.
Because the Glasgow experience, it just turned 1 year old.
I did think of you.
And I was like, damn, it's been a year since I've had a bob. Like,
You should have worn it for that, and then the Mona Lisa tie-in.
yes, a little like turtleneck with a bob.
Her. Okay, well, you still can do it Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress up Wednesday. I'm gonna wear my meet and greet photo because I've been doing like these meet and greets and they're like pink, and I was I'm just gonna start wearing pink to every meet and greet because everyone's wearing pink. So I'm gonna start doing that too. I always think like, oh, I should wear something different, but everyone wears pink, and then they're like, you're not wearing pink. I was like, you're right. So I'll put what I'm wearing for the meet and greets on that episode that day so I can get double use out of them. Because a lot of times I wear them one time and never whatever. So Wednesday I'll wear the meet and greet outfit. But you know who else auditioned with me for Snatch Game was Megami.
Oh, from last season.
Did you see?
I saw that too. Yeah.
And she had a full video.
Yes.
And
it
I was
was her
like-
audition tape, I think, right?
Yeah, I was like, I hope someone every year does me for Snatch Game, and they only aired 2 seconds of it. I love it. I think it's so funny, and it's so random. So
You would be the person I did if I was ever on Drag Race.
really,
Yeah.
I would love to see your impersonation of me.
I think I could do a pretty good job, I think.
Let's hear it.
It's
hard.
I'm not good at impersonations or impressions.
You would know what
but
to answer.
You have to go really high. You gotta talk really fast. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm so excited to be here. I love gay people. Hi gays, I love you guys so much. Is that offensive? Am I allowed to say that? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Don't cancel me. Like,
that was
like,
really good. I do love saying I love gays.
And then-
Everywhere I'm at, I'm like, where's the gays at?
And then you always question if it's offensive, so you gotta throw that in there a lot too.
that too. I did ask
You gotta do the laugh.
a little. That's really good.
And
The offensive part.
You have to
Pop's
do like
offensive.
the eras of Trish too. You gotta do like the sad, like the crying moment, the mukbang moment. You gotta do the whole experience. I'd be a
hope you
different
get on
era.
there.
Every question I get, I'd be a different era.
But then they
Trish.
don't show like one. So
True.
what would be your one if they could only pick one?
By one era,
The cooking era.
really the depressed era is kind of the easiest, and it's kind of like
crying.
yes, that's like the easiest to do.
Yeah.
But maybe even glam drive-through era, that's kind of fierce as well.
Glam drive-through?
Yeah.
I did love to see Glam to go through
Because
a
then, like,
drive-through.
RuPaul would be like, and again, we have Trisha Paytas. Trisha, how you doing? And I'd be like, huh? Trisha, what? You're on Snatch Game? Oh.
That's a good one. Acacia tried to throw in a humway
Yeah.
and they cut her
It was
off.
just, yes.
It was
she
for
got the
Susie
edit.
Toots.
Yes.
She was good. She was crushing
That
it.
would have been my opener. It would have been like, huh?
That's a good one.
What? Oh. Okay.
People do love that line. I have realized how iconic I am this tour. When I was watching the highlights, I was like, wow.
I love
They go crazy for like literally, it's like the 2 for $6 one. There's the one of me on the floor where like there's like the phone just going off in the next room and I'm like just eating chips, like listening to it. People like, I don't know what's happening in the world, but I love that they think that's, and it's so funny because you hear it backstage and people are just like laughing their ass off on these things. I was like, all right, damn. It does make me feel good. It's such a confidence boost. I will say that. I feel, wow, it's
Well,
so
I think that's
cool.
what they've been trying to tell you all those years.
But you don't feel it until
Of
you like
course, you have
feel
to
it.
be
person.
in this situation.
I
to
mean,
feel
think
it.
about like 4,000 people just like hyping you up, just like literally being so mid. Like I get it. Like the Northwest, like sympathy. I get it. That's, I mean, it feels good. Like it's like, well, like they want to see as if they could do it because truly anyone could go up and do what I do. You know what I mean? Anyone can.
Oh my God.
It's not, you know, I don't know. Just go do it is my.
Just go do it.
Just go do it. Just go put on a show. It's pretty. Someone's like, she needs some risers or something. I'm like, why? Like, I love just like walking out there. We have bubble guns like that shoots bubbles into the audience. Like, it's just a vibe, and you just have to. It's a rush. I start off with Bet on It. I come out. I'm like, everybody's, and everyone's just like, oh, like people go crazy. I'm out of breath after that one. I'm running all across the stage. Oh, it's so fun. I wish you guys could be there.
We'll definitely be at the
Soon
LA
there'll be some
one.
shows.
LA's so far away. That's like the end of the tour.
I know it is. I was like looking at the list yesterday because I was like, which ones can I go to? But I'm like, they're already like now. Like I was thinking about Seattle because I like
know.
Seattle, but I'm like, damn, it's close. I'm running out of vacation days. I'm like, damn.
They don't even have LA on here. It's May 4th.
Oh, because that's the original poster.
Yeah.
But they oh yeah. They need to update that. Yeah. They're like, LA's not. Okay. Yeah, I know. So why do you want to come to? I mean, love Seattle, but why do you want to come to that
I
one?
love Seattle. There's whales there.
Oh, you'd go see the
Ferris
whales?
wheel. There's a good aquarium. There's good food there actually.
Where? I want to eat it.
It's like I think Pike Place, I believe is what it's called. Like it's a little area. It's where like the first Starbucks is. There's a little street and there's good food there. The bubblegum wall. You gotta put a little piece of bubblegum on the wall.
Sounds unsanitary. I asked Toronto, I'm like, who's famous here? Who's the most famous celebrity? You know who they said?
Who?
Drake.
Oh.
Is he the most famous Toronto?
Well, yeah.
But then they went through a list of other people, like The Weeknd is from Toronto.
Is he really?
Well, that's more famous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you think he's more famous than
Or
Drake? I was
more
like,
beloved.
why didn't we start with that? I was like, let's start with Abel over
It makes
here.
the most sense for you.
I was so excited when I found that out. I was like, what's happening in Toronto? And they said other people. Oh, I guess Justin Bieber's Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
He's from Bradford, I found out.
Like Ryan Reynolds, your favorite.
No one mentioned him, thank God.
The
Not one
Canadians
person mentioned
don't want
him.
to be
We don't claim
associated.
him. Keep him.
Did you see? Who was it? Was it the Hollywood? Was it Variety that did the
No,
article?
the Hollywood Reporter.
Are they more esteemed or less esteemed than Variety?
About the same.
I mean, is that kind of crazy that they like did that whole like cartoon and stuff like that? I was like, that's kind of wild for them because it kind of seems like a little gossipy for them. No.
Yeah, the cover was slammed. It was
Who
this
slammed
illustrated cover. It was pretty controversial on Twitter. Blake Lively released a statement about it.
Which is crazy. Like, I mean, why does she have to comment? Like, she had comments on every little thing. Like, you have to comment on that. Like, it's because it was like a cartoon at the end of the day. I mean, it was just kind of like, you hated it. I would love to know. I bet you did. I was thinking about you. I was like, he's going to hate it. Because wasn't her publicist who was like, the woman has to be the aggressor in this? And I was like, I don't know. First of all, I didn't get the reference. Someone's like, David and Goliath. Bible over there. Do you know David and Goliath?
Because I was trying to understand it, and she should have been happy that she was the David in this situation.
Why was she the David? Why was she the David?
She's the one shooting the stone.
He also had one in his hand. I saw a whole analysis of this. I know people said that they're like, originally it looks like she's David. Who's the bad one? Goliath is the giant?
Yeah.
Right. So it does look like she is supposed to be the victor in there, but he also had one in his hand. He had the book in his hand. It ends with us. And he had a rock. He had a stone, which is like solid. And then she had just a phone slingshotting to him.
Wow.
I mean, it's kind of like very.
So it's a PR attack.
Yeah.
It's like all she has is her
social
phone,
media
but meanwhile he has solid stone on his hands. I love the analysis of these. I was like, wow, they really go deep. I wonder if they meant it to be that deep, Hollywood Reporter, or if they're like, it's not that deep.
Because if they meant that, the drawing should have been the other way around. Like she's standing her with her phone, and he's trying to throw a little stone at her. You know, like that. It's kind of odd because the way it looks.
Yeah.
Or maybe they wanted to confuse it, so she's not feeling.
Well, they said it was unbiased, or you probably read it. I didn't, but people were saying that it was kind of not on either of their favors.
It kind of was more. It was basically saying that it's like cultural differences. Like it was like a lot of cultural differences caused like a misunderstanding between the two. Was kind of like the overall vibe.
They talked about his religion, Baha'i.
Yes.
And how, right. I guess that is kind of the thing, is how he's, right, like tries to come across a certain way and it didn't. It's been crazy. All the stuff. I mean, that movie really just is kind of cursed, huh? It's just like so much stuff coming out. There was that other girl who was like had a lawsuit saying someone was. I don't know. I'm getting all this wrong because I literally don't know. But someone was basically saying like, oh, you're like, he was basically offering to pay her difference of the rent or something to get out of rent because she's a mom, and she's like filed a complaint against him because he referred to her as like a mom or something. Did you see that one? Mm-mm. So it's the girl who plays his sister in the movie. She filed a lawsuit complaining that basically she got this apartment for her and her toddler while they were filming. And then like, I don't know, she wanted to switch apartments because it wasn't comfortable. So one of the producers on Wayfair Studios, which is like Justin Baldoni's side, offered to pay the difference. And he's like, well, you know, you're a mom, so you should be comfortable. And then so she like sued basically saying she was uncomfortable with him referring to her as being a mom, which is like wild. Because it's like, what? That came out. I don't know when that was filed, but it came out like recently and stuff like that. I was like, God, this is such a mess of a movie. Like, who is not, someone somewhere like messed up. I don't know if it's Wayfair or Sony. I don't know who's in charge of it. I was like, what is happening? Like, there's just so much going on. But I think it's just getting bigger, I guess. I don't know. And Ryan Reynolds was on the cover. That's where I was going. I was like, why did we start with this? He's behind Blake Lively, and then Justin Baldoni's lawyer is behind Justin in his. So in David and Goliath, was there someone that backed them up, or is that just, Bible?
I guess God backed up behind David, but I don't know. I didn't even see those two characters, just saw her and him.
Yeah, I think they were there. I don't know. Maybe someone didn't. I don't know the story of David and Goliath, but I remember you told me once when I was high on Xanax in 2020. Remember I asked you all those questions? I was like, who's Sodom and Gomorrah, and who is...
We had the Sunday Bible school.
Do you think it's real that there was a real giant?
There's I mean, even now, there's people that would be considered giants.
Ted
Statue.
Nicholson.
He could play Goliath.
Yeah.
Do you believe in it?
Like as a real thing?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I don't really remember it. I don't know.
What about like the Tower of Babylon? Do you believe that? Moses explained it to me. I was like, why do we all speak different languages? He said, well, God wanted to confuse them when they were building a tower up to heaven. So he gave them all different languages so they couldn't communicate. And I was like, that sounds kind of real, actually. That kind of sounds like, because how else would we just start talking different languages all of a sudden?
That's true. I mean, that is a good explanation.
I wonder if that's real. God, I wish I could have this answer to life. Like, is that real? Sodom and Gomorrah?
Or it's like mythologies. They're like a way to explain something in a more poetic way. But
I would love to know the language thing. It's so interesting. How do we all start speaking different languages? I love it, but also what? So you were not happy with it either. You're Team Blake on the Hollywood Reporter's defense.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's just kind of like, I mean, you kind of mentioned it last week with like, if people are upset about Ryan Reynolds being like, oh, what, everything's okay, then, it can't be both ways. Like, you can't be mad Ryan Reynolds made a joke about it to like make it lighthearted, and then you can be okay with like this weird illustration that wasn't it. People are saying it's AI, which might be even worse. I don't know. If they didn't
People really hate AI.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's like at least hire an artist to make that. But
is that what? Okay.
Yeah, but
then one of the same argument before Blake be like, well, your husband can make a joke. Why can't the Hollywood Reporter make a joke? Why is she taking it so seriously?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you kind of if you're okay with one, that's why I don't think either is like great. But I'm kind of just like over the whole thing, to be honest. It's just like, I mean, I get it. It's like, will it actually go to court? Will it all just be in public opinion? It feels like it'll all be in public opinion, but who knows?
I wonder if the sequel is going to get made.
now I think
They
for
should.
sure. I think for sure now.
It's so cursed. Like no one who would want to be a part of it.
Me.
But it just
I'll play Blake Lively's character.
The amount of
Me and the guy who played Atlas. Yeah. I would be a great Lily Bloom. Okay. I'll bring my own clothes. Fashion Nova all day long. That's realistic. I'm Fashion Nova style. I would love it, actually. I don't know how it plays out, but I'm sure Malibu could act as the little daughter. It's a happy one, right? It starts with us. We have a happy ending. So
I have no idea.
We're going to act. We'll audition. We'll put our self-tape in for that. I would do it. Who would direct it? Me. I'll direct it. Someone needs
you
HR.
can't file a complaint against yourself, can you?
I don't know. Maybe. I probably would. I probably could. Moses compared us to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively last week. I saw a clip of it. I don't even remember sometimes. I'm like, what the hell? That's wild.
We need to get the raw footage of that.
Leak the raw footage.
Oh, of the Bridgerton? I should get it, actually. Yeah, we did not hear cut. We were just so in our own worlds.
Did you have
Luckily,
like
we're
an
married.
intimacy coordinator for you guys
Oh,
or no?
we didn't. Damn.
You're you're worse than freaking Honora
That
over there.
is so true. I need to watch that one, too. We should have one. I was also the director. I took over. I directed Moses. I remember I stopped
It's
everything.
the first time you ever did that.
Well,
Which was correct to do because nobody else knew.
no one knew Bridgerton. They were like, be happy. I was like, no, I'm about to expose that I am he doesn't know. Like, what?
Oh my God. You were so Blake Lively coded.
I was watching the monitor and I was like, okay, no, let me redo this scene. Weirdly, that McGriddle clip got like 3 million on TikTok. I honestly should just make music videos for TikTok. That one clip got 3 million, but on YouTube it's like 50,000. I was like, okay, random.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Worth it though for TikTok. TikTok never go away, please. Thank you. Gotta learn Taylor Swift song.
Which Taylor Swift song would you want to learn?
Like the newer ones.
What got requested?
I don't even know. I didn't even recognize the name of the song.
Oh.
But like probably a newer one. I just know like really old, like Mean.
You do sing that really well, though.
Thank you. Me and my sister did a little Taylor Swift impersonation. Yeah, I feel like it because someone thought my opening dress was a Taylor reference, and it's actually not.
It wasn't? Oh, was it
No.
just the Lux?
It's a Bob Mackie inspired.
Oh.
Cher had the gold version. I wore the TRISHA'S version. It's like the same thing, but I guess it did look like Taylor. As I saw someone point it out. I was
Yeah.
like, not
I
copying
thought it
it.
was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Although love the little fishies because they reverse psychology. People were like, isn't she just copying Eras Tour? And then now everyone is spreading that you actually originated the Eras Tour back in 2003 and that Taylor actually copied you.
2003. What was I doing in 2003?
It was that was the explanation.
Love it.
Yeah.
Flip it. I love them. Thank you so much. Yes, I actually originated it. For sure.
You originated the Eras. Yeah.
That's so funny. It's a good name. It's a good name for a tour. I just can't imagine being out there 3 hours. My show's like an hour and 15 minutes. 3 hours is. I'm tired after that. Like, what is she doing for 3 hours? Singing nonstop?
She's going through it. Yeah. There really are not that many breaks either for the Eras tour.
I have a couple breaks. I have a couple video breaks in there because I'm tired. I was like, damn, Taylor, really out there doing all the work.
Yeah. I think she said maybe you can do this. I guess when we work out with Jeff, she said that she'll like run on the treadmill and she'll like perform the whole set, like to train to get her stamina
I'm always out of breath. I'm out of breath constantly. I sprint a little, then I stop, and then it's a good workout. I need the workout. I did about 8,000 steps every time we were at the airport.
You know.
I was getting the workout in, but I was eating a lot too, but that's fine. That's what I'm telling you. When I work out, I also just eat so much more because I'm so hungry. I'm just like, well, I just ran 8,000 steps in the airport. I need to have food. I was eating a lot of food too, but it's good. I don't mind it.
We'll get our workout with Jeff Whittick in soon, though.
Where's he at? Oh, he's going on a tour, though, too. What's his tour?
Oh, yeah. He's going. I saw he got a dog. He got a French bulldog
before
or something.
he leaves?
Which maybe he'll take it on the road. Maybe it'll be like a co-headliner or something.
That's so funny. Nick Icato's on tour. He's going on tour in like a month.
On tour?
I don't know.
You see me on tour soon.
I would gag.
I don't know what I would do on tour.
Stand up?
I'd just react to your videos, I guess.
I'm dead.
I do slay a reaction. I love reacting to your videos specifically.
So funny.
I think because I have good context. Like I'm like, you guys, I'm like, you were using the Yes to Cucumber facial wipes in like this 2014 video, and I paused and I was like, fun fact, you guys, Trisha still uses.
How do you know?
They're in your makeup.
Oh, I do. I order
everywhere.
them by the bundle on Amazon. I love Say Yes to Cucumber.
Oh my god, it's like almost like like when there's a Blu-ray that comes out or whatever, and they have like the actors watch it and react. And say like little like Wicked being like, oh, and here we almost did this, you know.
You're like,
this
they're
is
right here. I know exactly where they're at. That's so
I
funny.
did little ad libs. I love a reaction.
I gotta watch it. So where's the vlog? The vlog's not happening. You're just only reacting.
The vlog's still coming. It's. I love that you have full because I vlogged your Broadway show and you fully started a whole new tour in the span of me editing my vlog.
I know they're gonna be like, you're like the Kardashians a year later.
To me, it's almost camp that is so late that I'm like. Yeah,
that's an excuse for you. It's camp.
It is because I'm like I've had to edit so much for like everything else, so I'm like I don't want to sit here and edit anymore. Like I'm so tired of editing. But I've been doing it in slow increments. I'm like almost done. I have to do a voiceover. You know, it's a lot of work, but
editing is a lot. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. You were doing it back in the day too. I was like, damn, you were actually editing. You did voiceovers and stuff.
I hated doing those too. Like this is a lot. I don't know. Editing a routine is so many clips.
Yeah, it was a lot of clips.
I was
pretty impressed.
Thanks. I did edit back then, but my voiceover was just on the Mac. I didn't have the.
I could tell you were just like. You would just keep talking to fill in the footage.
Yes. And then you could like hear, sometimes the fan would turn on, like it would get hot on my computer, and then I had to stop. Remember that happened to me a lot here too. I used to always do it. And I was like, why does that fan keep turning on? It'd be so freaking loud. And then I'm like, how do I not do that? I still don't know how to do it with the microphone. I don't know. I'll just plug it in sometimes. I'm like, it's too much. I just want to do a voice. That's why I like TikTok. Everything's just so easy. You edit there, you voice over there. Clips are in there already.
That's why I like a live stream. We just do it and then you're done.
That's
I'm like,
true. Yeah, we love a live stream.
You don't love a live stream, though.
No, I hate it. If anyone's just going live, I'm like, I don't want people to know where I'm at when I'm doing. Like, that's, I don't know. It's also just like people ask you anything can happen. Like, if something, I don't know.
I like it because it's also like if you run out of something to say, you just like read a comment. Usually, a lot of them are funny. Like, people will just say jokes and I'll just read them and laugh. And I'm like, it's almost as if I said the joke, but I just like read someone else's, so I kind of live.
Oh, okay. That does sound kind of fun then. And I don't think I could ever do it.
How do you feel about Hooters going bankrupt?
I didn't even know they were still in business, to be honest.
I know, same. So
where's the Hooters at?
Honestly,
Where?
Hooters is the latest restaurant chain to be filing for bankruptcy. The only one that I have been to is in Long Beach because it's next to the Aquarium of the Pacific. There's like a little group of restaurants. There's like a Bubba Gump Shrimp House. There
in
is
Long Beach?
Yes, right next to the aquarium. I think there's a Chili's and then there's a Hooters. And I remember I went to Hooters because it was the emptiest. Like everything else was so busy.
When was this?
Like it was a long time ago. Like
And it was still
years.
empty?
Yeah.
It used to be popping. When I was like 16, I mean, Hooters was like the place to go.
This was like I was must have been like in high school or something. So it was a long time ago. Yeah.
So it was, maybe they weren't popular here. In the Midwest, they were so popular.
Really?
Rockville, Illinois Hooters, like everyone wanted to work there. Everyone wanted to go there. It'd be packed.
What? I don't remember the food being good there.
I did the one on Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know. I don't really remember it either. I guess the girls were just with their boobs out, I guess. I did want to be a Hooters girl. I thought that would have
I
been
could
like
see
so
that
fun.
for you back,
Yeah.
especially back then. Yeah.
That was like the goal because you probably could meet someone like rich and
Yeah, because I mean that's how Corinna Koff got discovered from being a Hooters girl,
oh my
right?
god, that's right. David
Yeah.
like put her in the vlogs in her Hooters outfit.
Yeah,
That's
now
so
she's
true.
a millionaire. So
I mean, damn, yeah, she's making a lot of money on OnlyFans. That's crazy. Or what is she? Oh, no, it's not that. Is that how she makes her money?
I
Or
think
she-
so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's just traveling the world, just living her life.
Yeah, I think she's dating a billionaire, maybe still.
Damn, good for her.
Yeah.
Hooters start. I think Holly Madison started at Hooters.
Oh yeah, Brooke, wasn't she a Hooters? Did I make that up? No,
I feel
I
like
think I made that up.
she's too young.
Oh no, she did another waitress job. Yeah,
Which
but
one?
not Hooters.
Isn't there another one like Twin Peaks or something?
Yeah, so that's the thing. People were
Oh.
like, there was like whole thing. Well, it's like it's not just the they're called restaurants, which I don't like that term for
Oh, it's
these
kinda
kind of.
clever, though.
It is clever,
I
but
love
I'm like,
a restaurant.
There's like a Twin Peaks. There's a couple of them. Let me get Bikini Beans and Tilted Kilt. And Twin Peaks is like super successful. It has an equity value of 1.2 billion. So it's not like the
Wow.
genre of these like restaurants is out of style, which is kind of surprising. But it's just I think people think the Hooters branding is just so old that like it's
Yeah.
just not cool anymore.
It does feel Playboy a little bit. It just kind of feels like outdated. Like,
Yeah.
just, what?
And like white and orange, like
Right and Orange is awful. The
Yeah.
owl. It was like cute for its time, and it's definitely not a thing anymore.
yeah. And then they
I'm
try
glad
to
it's closing.
they try to do like a PG or like a more family friendly version called Hoot.
I'm dead. What was the difference? They wear like shirts higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hate it.
There were owls serving you food.
What?
Oh, that'd
I
be
kind of would
cute.
love if they like
A little owl cafe.
they go out of business and then you start your own.
Okay, Moses, start the hoot. That's cute. We do love an owl. That's,
Yeah.
That would be kind of cute. That'd be kind of everything. I would love to start my own restaurant, but they seem hard to open. I loved like the Planet Hollywoods back in the day. I wish those would open. Those were like themed Hollywood restaurants. They were so cool.
I've never been.
You never went to a Planet Hollywood?
No.
Oh my god. I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. There's like Bruce Willis. They like owned it. And so like they like had all this like movie memorabilia in there. Yeah, I used to go as a kid all the time. I thought it was so cool because you felt so like you thought you would like see them. I like weirdly liked Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day.
That makes sense for because old Hollywood. I feel like
Yeah, I thought he was pretty cute.
There's another sad news.
Well, let's not talk about sad news. Jesus.
No, Joanne is closing too.
The fabric store?
The craft store.
It's a arts and crafts store.
That's random.
They're
but
closing all of their.
well, who the hell goes to
locations.
Joanne Fabrics?
I do.
Oh, we love Joanne. They did send us a PR package.
I do. I mean, every time we do a set, we do something.
Oh, you go to Joanne? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't
and
know.
crafts and things. It just there's
Okay.
nothing like it. So it's like
I don't like. I go in there and it's like just fabric.
What?
there's like
That's all
When's
it
the
is.
last time you were out of Joanne's?
We did the one in Thousand Oaks across from the Egg Cafe. I don't know why we were there. Maybe Halloween. I thought it had like Halloween decor, and there was just fabrics everywhere.
that's just
Maybe
one
the
side
only
of
time
the
I was at
store.
Joanne's, huh?
That's just one side of the store, but
They did send a really cute care package to Malibu. There was like an arts and crafts
yeah,
thing.
no, but that's crazy that they are closing.
Moses shook by the Joanne Fabric closing. Hooters is a little more shocking, but not really. I kind of thought they were.
I don't know if the
done.
food. I don't know what the food is like, but if I think nowadays if the food is not good, there's no way you can survive with just a gimmick.
Yeah.
People used to say the wings. Oh, the wings are actually so good. Like people would always say that, but I don't know if they were.
I remember having it and not being like gagged. It kind of was like a TGI Fridays. Like it was something you could get anywhere. You know.
I love a TGI Fridays. Those are closing everywhere
Those,
too.
yeah, those are going out of business as well.
There was one in Simi Valley we went to and it closed, and I was so sad.
I used to love their mozzarella sticks.
Me too.
They had a really banging mozzarella sticks at TGI Fridays.
Wish I had some mozzarella sticks right now. That sounds so good.
I kind of just want chilies. I haven't had chilies in a long time.
Oh my god, that can be our next Patreon.
Yeah.
Wait, are we still being scared?
Oh,
my god,
shoot,
our
yeah.
last Patreon mukbangs.
They've been sad, you guys. They have
Oh
been
my
sad.
god, that chicken cafe was crazy. That was like a chicken breast. I was like,
yeah,
this is-
you had 2 chicken breasts. Although I snuck in a cookie, you snuck in fries. So
I know, but we should have just had. I know. That was not good.
And I had a salad. Although I did like my salad.
Yeah,
but
you seemed to liked it.
It was okay. I mean, there's just no pleasure in it, you know.
I know. I just don't really get the point of eating if it's not fun. I was like sad after. I was like,
No, go to Patreon, see the sadness.
well, we did more than just eating. We were reacting at the same time.
Yes,
We just
your
had a
reality
15-minute break to eat, and it was a
Yes.
sad break.
No, I'm just trying to plug in the Patreon.
Oh, right. We forgot that. I know. But the Patreon, Moses has been posting on at Loveline. Oscar's been posting on Just Trish. We do not stop, you guys. We're already at the end of the episode, but patreon.com/not Loveline or Just Trish. Go to both of them. I don't, As Oscar has a Patreon, go to his too. And Moses probably has a Patreon. Canned Fish Patreon. Go check him, eat some fish there. Whatever you want to do, we're on Patreon. We love you, Patreon, and we keep posting for you. Bonus episodes will also be up on Patreon. It'll probably go up a day late this week because we'll probably do the bonus episode on Wednesday to air later. So bear with us because I'm a touring pop star and I have a very busy schedule. And I come home just for these and I love them, but also a little behind sometimes. I just kind of miss it. We were like, today was 3 o'clock when we started. Shout out Jimmy for editing late. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
And so Oscar doesn't have to do it. Remember when you used to edit these? Crazy.
Yeah, that was a dark time when I had to fill in for Jimmy when I was like, wait, how did I do this all the time?
Really? Was it complicated?
Yeah, it wasn't complicated. I just I think because it's myself. I'm like, damn, I really let me cut myself out as much as possible. Even still now, I'm like, I'm annoying. Let me cut myself out.
People love you. They really do. Like even at Q&As, they're always just like,
sweet.
What about Oscar? Did you see it? I don't know if you saw it. There was a clip on TikTok of me answering these. And I thought I gave a really sweet answer. I was like, oh my God, he's always been there for me. He's like been so wonderful, whatever. And then someone's like, how come she never talks about like how great of a person he is and just how good he works? I was like, I felt like I was doing both. I was like, I was trying to give you credit. I was like, he came on as a producer and editor. And now he's really on air talent because you guys like him. And
oh my God.
they're like, she only talks about his work ethic. She never talks about him as a person. I was like, jeez. It was a TikTok comment that said that, not a meet and greet, but
love.
people just really.
That's so fierce.
I know. It's
oh
so
my
funny.
God,
No,
that's funny.
People love you. It's
That
better
is
when you
very
edit
sweet.
yourself because, it's hard to. Same with me. I think because when I used to post my stuff, I never knew what was funny, what wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Jimmy's
It's
so good
better
at
for you because you just leave it all in there, I guess, and then you never know what was funny.
I think I'm better edited at times. I think that's has a little more punch to it. But
that egg video.
The egg?
The egg, yes. It was.
I gotta rewatch it. It's probably privated on my channel.
No, it's up there still, and it only
What
has
was the
300.
vlog?
It was cooking scrambled eggs with no milk.
Oh, that's the
Parentheses
title.
keto diet. Yeah.
Because milk is not keto or what?
Yeah, I guess milk is not keto. And you were gagged. You were like, can I even make scrambled eggs without milk? You were like really.
Yeah. Were they fluffy?
They weren't fluffy. You were gagged by you were just so surprised that they were still good with no milk.
Oh, it probably wasn't good. I probably was lying.
I rarely ever put milk in my eggs, so.
You just scramble them straight up?
Yeah, we've never growing up ever put milk in eggs.
Mine are so good though when I make them fluffy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
But
not everyone knows the secret.
I did make some scrambled eggs the other day. I did make scrambled eggs
Did you
from
turn
time
the
to time.
stove on? Or?
I did turn the stove on. Everyone ate them. You ate them. Malibu ate them. Sometimes I really just crave some scrambled eggs in the morning. I should do that more often. Because I'm always just eating toast. I should put a little scrambled egg in there too. I'm a pretty good cook in the morning.
Do you still make bacon?
Moses makes really good bacon.
Oh, okay.
I used to do it on the stove. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had some. I know he sent me like Malibu having a plate of bacon. I'm like, God, I wish I had some of that bacon right now. It looks so good.
And rice. I cooked my own rice. It came out so good.
Gosh, wow. Chef Moses.
See what you're missing out on?
I know. He was cooking all these good meals while I was gone, and I was just having McDonald's every day. And it's like not good as other places. Like in other places, it's just like not the same. McDonald's is better here.
Really? Even Canada?
Yeah, the McDonald's did not eat. I filmed myself eating the McDonald's. It was mid. But we love mid. It just wasn't, I don't think they had Domino's up in Canada.
Oh, that is kind of, Domino's sounds good.
Oh, yeah, that does sound good. Domino's pizza. Yeah, they didn't have it up there. I was very sad. Well, maybe they do and they just didn't deliver. I don't know, but I do love Toronto. I would move there, but someone said it's like really expensive and it's cold, so I was like, I don't know. But I love the idea of going to Canada. Everyone was so nice up there. Free healthcare? I don't know. Sounds like something. I don't know. I would like to run.
Dual citizenship?
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I'd love to run for government up there. Like, they don't really like their prime minister. Well, at least my audience didn't like the prime minister that much. Well, it was divided. I kept saying divisive things. I was like, do we like Drake? Half the audience was like, the other half was like, I I kept saying the wrong thing. And I was like, oh, you have a prime minister? Do we like the prime minister? And I was like, And then they're like, no. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I kept dividing them up. I'm like, so sorry.
Yeah, you got to unite the people.
I was trying. Well, I did with me.
That's true. There you
People
go.
were really nice. It was really fun. Oh. Family vloggers are moving to Tennessee. Did you see that?
No, wait, what?
Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Brittany XAVIER is the latest to move. So she is a vlogger. She has a 17 or 18-year-old daughter who's in her senior year of high school. And I think they just had a baby, or maybe a while ago. Maybe they have a 3 or 4-year-old. And they're moving to Tennessee. Everyone's moving to Tennessee basically because there's a new law in California that requires you to put a percentage of the money you earn from the videos with your kids in them into like a Coogan account basically, but like account for that. So all the family vloggers are now moving to Tennessee because there's no law there. I believe Illinois has a law like that. And now California just passed it. And so anyways, I think it's Brittany. I think her name is Brittany. She just moved and her oldest daughter is staying here with a friend to finish high school. And they're like, why would you leave your daughter behind to go move to Tennessee right now? They were saying there was mold in their rented house. And they couldn't rent a house because of the fires, and everyone's trying to rent houses, and they can't rent a house here. Yeah, so everyone was just like, they think they just moved so they could avoid this new law. And everyone's down. I mean, literally everyone moved to Tennessee. They don't have kids, but like Alex Warren's in Tennessee. The LeBrant family moved to Tennessee. Like everyone is down in Tennessee. Like it is kind of crazy how everyone's moving down there. Kristen Cavallari, I think, is in Tennessee. Like my hairdresser's in Tennessee. Like everyone moved to Tennessee. It's very odd. Maybe there's like better tax breaks down there or something. I don't know. But I guess everyone's pissed now at the family vloggers that are moving down there to avoid paying their children. It's kind of crazy to me. It is kind of crazy. I think you should probably, like, if Malibu, she gotten offered brand deals, like, I would give her, like, you would put all the money in their account, you would think. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why would you care if it's a percentage? I don't know. And who's checking on it, though?
Yeah, that's true. Because if it is the law, like, who is enforcing it?
Right.
Yeah.
You're not, like, maybe Google. I don't know.
Google. Wait,
because you get paid by Google from AdSense.
I see. Yeah.
That's the only person you really have, like, a contract with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess, yeah, like, the style of your content is, like, family.
If it's focused on your kid.
Or you have to mark when there's children in your vlog, right? Like, isn't that, like, a checkbox or something?
I always just thought it's, like, if it's suitable for kids. Or you have to, I don't know, maybe. I haven't posted it on YouTube.
Not really. And most people don't make it for kids because then there's no ads on it.
Yeah.
So they don't check that box.
Family vloggers have always been shady. Anybody still watching family vloggers? Weird.
The worst thing is, I mean, to uproot your kids. They have their friends, the school, whatever it is they do.
Well, I guess that's why the oldest one stayed back.
Because she's the only one that probably had a say. You know, she's 18 and
then people are like, why would you just leave your daughter?
Right. And if graduation is so close, just wait for graduation.
Right. Like, yeah, I guess the argument was there was no houses to rent and they had black mold and they had to get out of there.
So
Sounds
we moved
extreme.
all. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I could have moved to, like, you know, Thousand Oaks.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's places to rent.
Somewhere around. Yes.
Yeah, it was interesting, but family vloggers are very odd. I mean, people still doing that is, like, kind of crazy to me, but as far as, like, the day-to-day life, you know, I mean, they get, like, vlogging here and there, but the day-to-day life is kind of wild.
Yeah, I think I saw one of Ruby Frankie's kids just spoke out.
What'd she say?
I think it was her. Oh yeah, her 11-year-old spoke out about the trauma of vlogging and how it ruined her childhood.
11-year-old?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, that's an extreme case. I mean, Ruby Frankie was, like, literally starving their kids and showing it on camera. That was crazy. That was probably the one where she forgot her lunch and, like, Ruby Frankie was, like, on camera being like, I hope no one gives her food because she needs to learn her lesson. I was like, you are a psycho. Where is she?
I think in prison, right?
Oh, she's in prison.
I think the court case is happening now. Yeah, because Kevin Frankie read a statement from their 11-year-old. Damn it. The statement's fierce. Okay, she said that when I started getting older, I realized that the YouTube channel had ruined my childhood, but at least I got some money, right? Oh, right. I actually didn't because my mom withdrew all of it in 2023.
What does that mean? She had, like, an account?
I guess she took all the money. The child added, I worked hard for that money. I acted like someone I wasn't in front of the camera, and I earned that money, but I feel like my mom used me for money. So even though, like, she's not even specifically talking about, like, the abuse, it's more of, like, just, like, being a performer on camera.
Yeah, and not
for
getting
her
paid.
parent. Yeah, for her mom's channel, and then not getting any of that. So it's just that
wild.
sentiment, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there should be laws for that, but it's like, yeah, how does it get enforced? Mm-hmm. Everyone leaving. It's so funny. Everyone's like leaving. I wonder why, but seriously, why Tennessee? Why are all the influencers going down there?
I guess it is because, so the Franke family is trying to encourage Utah lawmakers to pass a bill that would require online creators who make more than $150,000 a year from content featuring children to set aside a portion of it into a trust fund. So that law, they're trying to get passed in Utah as well.
They probably should do that. Oh, in Utah, that's where they're from?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. I mean, there's a lot of people. Even on TikTok, there's so many, like, little kids accounts on there, like, playing with toys. And, like, they are cute. Like, Malibu watches kids plays with toys on YouTube and stuff. But it's like, yeah, where does all that money go? Because they get so many views. Like, that one of that girl and her dad always playing with toys. I mean, they have, like, 40 million views on theirs. It's, like, wild. I wonder who gets that money. It's a good job. I mean, it's probably fun. I mean, for the kids to play with toys. I don't know. Maybe not. Malibu loves it, though. She does love those kids playing with the little Elsa dolls.
It depends. Like, because you can see with kids, we see it like how their interests are so unpredictable. Mm-hmm. So the chances are that the kid wants exactly what the parent wants. It's
unless it's natural to them, but yeah.
So, and especially with the family, the vlogging family, it seems a little
That's
forced.
probably worse because it's like you're vlogging their day-to-day life and it's like, why is there a camera out at the breakfast table? Like the Ruby Frankie family, they always had like their cameras out while they were eating, and it's probably like so annoying.
Yeah, and the 11-year-old was saying too how that like affects her now because like she feels the need for like constantly needs the attention, but struggles to like make friends now because she has like constant need of attention, and then she like ends up coming across mean because of it too. So it really messed her up. I mean, again, aside from and not even again, she's not even talking about the abuse. It literally is just the idea of being a performer.
Where'd she get the interview? Who's she?
She wrote a statement. It was read in court to get Utah lawmakers to pass this. Her dad read this statement on her behalf.
Wow.
Yeah, and that does remind me though, because last year there was like a poll, and 57% of Gen Zers want to be influencers. So it is like a weird thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is such a fun job, and you make like so much money. I mean, like you know what I mean?
Be like yeah, kids. No.
Because like it is kind of like the new I wanted to be a reality TV star like Kelly Osbourne or something. Like it's kind of like the new that. I guess.
I wanted to be a dolphin trainer. That was my childhood dream.
At
You
SeaWorld?
wanted to as well.
Did.
Yeah.
It did look fun to wear those sweatsuits.
Yes, but then we found out the dark side of SeaWorld. So there is a dark side of content creation as well.
Yeah, I guess especially for kids, it's kind of like a little sketch, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because on one hand, you could make a lot of money as a kid, and that's kind of good. You kind of can have it for life, but then also, I don't know, so many people know you, and
that is, I guess, a good segue to my last topic, which was Lily Phillips, who is the OF star that slept with 1,000 men in 12 hours, is saying that she is pregnant. But there is rumors that she is faking her pregnancy.
It sounds fake. Because one of those, she has like a huge bump, and it's like that doesn't come to like you're 9 months pregnant.
Yes, and then she was out at a club with friends the other night.
Well, she obviously loves attention, so
yeah. But it is sad. Like I don't know. I think when you make jokes about like pregnancy and stuff too, especially she's 23 years old, she's not JoJo, being like a teenager making these like jokes and stuff or like trolling with like big pregnancy.
Isn't JoJo 23?
I think when she really was doing it, she was it was a couple years ago.
I thought she just did it recently. Didn't you just tell me she did like baby
not
clothes?
To the same extent. Like she did the belt. Like this was like 2 years ago, where she like was sticking her belly out and like pretending to be pregnant.
Got it.
But also did not specifically say I'm pregnant. Whereas Lily Phillips, she posted an Instagram announcing that she's pregnant.
God, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, where at least JoJo was like, still bad, but like
trolling.
Leaving it ambiguous. But Lily Phillips posted on Instagram 2 posts where she specifically talked about how she's expecting.
Maybe she is that. Hopefully she is, because that would be kind of wild to like just make up. But she obviously just also likes attention.
Yes, and then someone who claimed to be her publicist, it was not like fully confirmed, released a statement saying that it was for like role play. She was role playing pregnancy for her job because it is like a fetish. But then she was asked by TMZ when she was out in the club, like, "Are you really pregnant?" And she laughed. She's like, "Yes." And then one of her friends was like, "She's pregnant with my baby." It was a girl.
Oh, so they're just like being stupid.
Yeah.
I don't like this person's story. I don't like that she gets attention. Like, I just kind of hate it all around.
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. And again, like at first, because it started with the 100 men in one day, and I was like, I don't know. And then it became 1,000 men in 12 hours.
And that 1,000 men thing is done?
Yeah. And then she was on Stiff Socks, which, does anything good happen to Stiff Socks? I don't know.
Oh,
but she was like, she talked about like how she didn't want a kid, but she was like, it would be a lot of guesswork if I had a kid because I slept with so many men in one day. So it seems like she's really on this trolling bandwagon. But you know better than anyone. Trolling.
I wasn't trolling like that.
I know. But trolling in general usually doesn't. Yes.
I need to write a book called Don't Troll. Like,
well, maybe a catchier title, but
Death to Troll. My titles are bad, as we've discovered on Patreon. Do not troll is the name of the warning. Do not troll. Do not troll. It doesn't end good for anyone, really.
It ends with trolling.
Ooh.
There you go.
Wow, that's a good one. Get Justin Baldoni to direct it. It ends with trolling. I like that title. That's a good one, actually.
There you go.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Because even, I think I'm a troll that's made it out of under the bridge, but I do think it's at what cost. I think people still consider me a troll sometimes, and you're kind of just stuck with that forever. So, especially this poor girl, like, she's going to be stuck with this forever. And it's just like, she's going to regret, she is 1,000% going to regret this, like, later on in life. You know what I mean? Which, like, sucks. And, like, nobody wants to hear that. I was 32 when I made my sex industry star introduction, and I regret it so much. I have like nightmares. I have like literal nightmares about it. I like shake about it. Just like stuff I put out there. I was like, damn it. Like, I really, really like literally Google like how to scrub the internet of this. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's such a I literally like wake up and shakes, like thinking about like my daughter seeing some stuff. And I don't think it's necessarily bad sex work. I just wish it wasn't me doing it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Damn. And I think this is like really extreme. And like, that's your whole brand. And like, I did too. I said such stupid stuff that I wish wasn't my brand back in the day too. Like, I had sex with the whole baseball team or something. Like, I like that stuff is like, ugh. And it didn't affect me until literally like this past maybe few months. And it's like, I don't know, almost like PTSD. It's like really sad. So I feel like she's definitely going to regret it. And it's like, I really don't think any amount of money is worth it. Because I was thinking like, maybe she's making a lot of money. I don't know if any amount of money is worth it. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe some people are okay with it. There are some people who do, they're just like, this is my lifestyle. This is what I choose. I have no regrets. So maybe, but very few. Even like Lana Rhoades and stuff. She's like, damn, you know.
Yeah. And I think too, it's like the Mr. Beastification of, as far as like having to keep upping the stakes. Like, it's not even just regular, it's like extreme sex work, you know?
Yes. Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the ultimate like degradation of your body because you're putting yourself through so much.
And she's, the way she's talking about like pregnancy and all stuff like that, it's just like kind of.
Yeah, it's also,
bad.
It's like bad physically and now karmically if you're just like trolling with pregnancy.
Yeah, and the stuff she's saying is like wild and like it's going to be a lot of guesswork when like people deal with that all the time and it's not cute or funny. It makes me sad. That makes me sad. We talked about it before and it made me sad. Even with the 100 guys, I was like, it makes me sad. Like her eye was all red. And she was all like, I don't know, the shock value. I think that's like a dying breed of entertainment. It's kind of like Howard Stern used to be like a shock jock and stuff, but it's like, it's not cute. Howard Stern is another one that I regret so deeply being a fan of. Oh my God, the fact that I went on TV, because they do show that highlight. I should actually take it out where I'm like, I just love Howard Stern. Oh my God, so embarrassing. When I see like clips of him, oh my God, it makes me hate him so much. I was like, what a piece of it's so crazy. Like, I remember watching him and the Anna Nicole interview and like watching it again, like on TikTok. I was just like, what like a piece of shit. And I feel like he never really like fully apologized for the way he treated women. Like, he was diabolical to women, to Jenna Jameson, to Anna Nicole, like to the pretty women, to the not pretty women. Like, he was so awful and he's so disgusting. And I was like, and I feel like he's changed now and he's like woke or whatever, but God, he never gave like an apology or anything. And the way he was with Anna, like just constantly like basically just harassing, pressuring, pushing her to like be on the scale and like talk about her weight and how she's heavy and fat. I was just like, oh, I hate him. So anyways, the whole point of that is like the shock value is like not shocking anymore. It's like a 90s thing that like died. And I just wish these girls would be like, guess you just gotta try and like do what you gotta do, but it's just not worth it. Like money or like your mental health. Like I really thought I was like fine with it. I was like make jokes about it, but I'm like, it's really, if you guys don't know, like I try to close my, well, it is in the process of being closed. No one can sign up, but I like, it doesn't shut down right away. You have to wait. Like they sent a thing saying like, you have to wait until the last subscription stops or something. So no one can join, but it's still up, and it's been giving me such like anxiety, and I like hate it because I try to take it down fully, like delete both of them fully, like in November of last year, and it's just like the fact that it's like still up is like making me ugh. And like I think May is like the last day, but again, no one can like join. It's just like it's so frustrating. Or it's frustrating too that it's just like I don't know. Like I said, the good thing is they do let you withdraw consent from it, so like people can't post it, but like other people you collabed with, but. Yeah, that story just makes me sad, and I keep seeing everyone talk about it, and it's just like, oh goddamn. And not all bad either. Like some people obviously like joke with it or like use it.
I know. I saw Maury like tweeted like, I don't want to do this paternity test or whatever.
Fire that social media person. I mean, I get it, but also like the social media people are wild. Carl's Jr. tweeted me an apology.
Did you
see it?
No.
They tweeted. Did you see it? They're like, anyone who orders a plain burger is a red flag. I was like, I feel personally attacked. And they're like, oh, well, sorry. We're making an exception for you.
Oh, I thought it was for the no ugly girls eat Carl's Jr. or whatever.
Well, I would like an apology for that, too. Wait, what did they say exactly?
It was like an old quote. God, it was from like I forget what year, like 2012 or something. It was like, no one wants to see a fat girl eat a burger or whatever. Talking about the commercials.
That's right. Yeah. Apologize for that, actually, Carl's Jr. Maybe they were lumping it in there as the whole
like
thing.
Gabby Hanna, just a blanket apology.
Yes. Well, that's right. Okay, now I have beef again.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Love Carl's Jr. Did you see my troll for you this weekend?
No.
I did a little trolling TikTok for you.
Oh my God! Wait, I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, it was at soundcheck. I was like, okay, we're gonna record me like singing for you guys or whatever, and so I posted it. I was like, thank you so much, Indianapolis. It was a great opening night, and it was like 30 people in the theater, and everyone was like, is this all that showed up? I was like, I immediately thought of you with Camila Cabello. And so many people are like, wow, that's it. And some people are like, it's not about the people that show up. Like I would be hyping that. Like so many people just like go into it. I think it's so funny how people just.
That's my title. No one showed up to the.
No one showed up. Everyone.
Wait, that is a good title.
Every single person. It has like 4 million views. Every single person was just like, wow, that's it. Oh, this tour is gonna close quick. I was just like, people are what? Drew and I was dressed up, so it does look more like a performance than the Camila Cabello one. But I thought of you. I thought it's so funny because like all those went viral, like the J-Lo one and the I think it was Nelly too. Like it was the sound check, and everyone's just like, "This is crazy." That's my favorite part. They get hyped. I would perform for 30 people.
You probably have.
Well, yeah, I definitely have for sure. I don't know if it'd be financially responsible of me to do it, but
you never know. It might be a wedding, and they pay you $6 million.
Well, I'll do that. Maybe not like Dubai or something. Well, I guess it's fine.
No,
Dubai.
India. It was in India.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that guy's still getting married. Remember that guy who had all the weddings was bringing everyone like Rihanna and Justin Bieber? They were like the richest family. I would do it for them. Yeah. I would love to go to India. It's my dream to go perform there. Okay. Yeah. It'll be done and done. A cute troll is fine, everybody. But just be warned.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no one's hurt or offended.
Right.
Yeah. And when you're trolling yourself, I think that's okay.
And you.
Yeah. Was this specifically for me?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about you. Because I just thought, like, who's going to believe this? I was like, I guess Oscar might have. And you're pretty smart, too.
If Trish Crave tweeted it, I would believe it. I kind of believe a Crave.
I think the Craves are coming somewhere this weekend. One of the Craves is coming to Denver.
Trish Crave was at Adam McIntyre's show.
Wow, all the Craves are crossing. Adam Crave was there. Someone was at my show. They're craving. There was a girl at my show that was going to set up a Ben Crave. And I was like, oh, who is Ben? They're like, Ben Verde. I was like, damn.
I thought it was Ben Platt. I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
I would love if there's a Ben Verde crave. There's just too many craves happening, but I love it. A lot of people who came from TRISH'S came to this show. I love when people just come back because that means it's a good show.
You love a returning guest.
That's the ultimate compliment because you're paying money, you're coming out, you're waiting in line, it's cold, and then.
But it's more than a show because from everything I've seen, it's like for people, it's they're getting ready, going there, meeting. Like you're surrounded with people that share something you like.
Yeah.
So suddenly it's just an amazing space to be in. And then so many people I saw after go together and eat.
Yeah. There's a super VIP at the beginning and they make friendship bracelets. Remember at the Christmas one, they were making ornaments. They make friendship bracelets. I have like 100 friendship bracelets. I have so many. And then they get these cute little gift bags. And in the gift bags is a manifestation journal. And it's like, oh, I should have brought it. It's so cute. It looks like we should like sell it. It's like so much good quality. And it's in this little plastic bag. And then it has the manifestation journal and a Team Trish hat. And it's cute. And a lot of people bring their boyfriends. A lot of people bring their sisters. Wear your florals. Come on. No, it's really like wear your pink sequins. Everybody's in a Fashion Nova dress. And I love Fashion Nova needs to give me a raise. Because everyone wearing Nova dresses, including me, I wear one every meet and greet. Crazy. I wear like identical. So I'll let you guys know what I'm wearing to the meet and greets if you guys want to match. I love a matching moment. But this was fun. It feels weird to do it late.
I know. We can't believe we used to do it at this time at the beginning.
Oh, right. When you worked.
Yeah.
It's so much fresher in the
Yeah. I feel like
morning.
we're rearing to go in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know what we talked about today, to be honest. No one be offended because I don't remember anything.
I never. Oh, you're becoming me. No
Apology in
recollection.
advance.
I remember nothing. People are like remind me of things all the time, and I was like, oh my god, I don't remember that. But I always will believe you, which is also kind of scary because you could tell me literally anything. I'd be like, all right, I probably believe that. I love it so much. I love you guys so much. This was great. And we'll see you. You'll see Oscar on his live stream.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see Moses on his TikTok. And you'll see me at the Eras of Trish. I'm
Sitting
really feeling
near
like
you.
my life is touring at this time. That's all I think about. It's all I love it so much. So we'll see you on the next tour. No, I'll see you before that. I'll see you at Hot Topics. Come back. We're going to do a Hot Topics before we go. It's going to be even better.
We'll do it.
Huh?
Okay, we'll do it.
What was that?
'Cause it just sounded like you just came up with it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I think I did.
Well,
Or did we have it scheduled? Or is it in the books? I don't know. Good to see you, Moses. I like the shirt. Is that new? A little fish,
It
a little
is new. A
crown?
lot have happened since you left.
I've never seen you in that shirt.
It's new.
Oh, it is new. Where'd you go
Yeah.
shopping?
When I went to Target, I saw this shirt and it was like,
Really? That's a good shirt for Target.
but look at this.
Oh, you got
There's
fish.
like little canned fish.
Oh, I love how fish is all of our brands because I'm Trish like fish. You love canned fish.
Oh, yeah. And I
you
like
love
fish.
You have fish.
Yeah,
You own
I have
fish.
fish. Yeah.
He likes them alive. I like them in a can.
Yeah.
You are a fish.
You like them alive.
Yeah, like as a pet.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I am a fish. All right. Have a great one, everyone.
It's hard to say goodbye after so long.
It is hard to say goodbye because I feel like I want to give more. But
So come to the show.
yeah, I'll give you lots. And don't be afraid to come to the last show of the weekend because we did our 4th show last night. It was our second night in Toronto. I gave it so much. I gave it my all because it's like the finish line. It's like, okay, it's like a sprint and you just want to give all. I was out there for like an hour and a half last night. I was just feeling myself. So come to all the shows. They're all amazing and they're all different because I have no idea what I'm going to say ever. And none of it's rehearsed. I just kind of go out there and trot along stage. All right, I love you. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching the podcast. It's because of you. I'm on tour and Oscar streaming and Moses eating fish.
Fish.
All right, bye, guys.